Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 129 of Primetime Gorehounds. I am Primetime James Thomas with Gorehounds, so Paul Burtz, on November 12th, 3:25 p.m. Eastern Time, watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning from 2006. I am from Downford, Iowa, Paul over in the UK. This ought to be a fun one. I feel like I'm forgetting something because usually I'm about to hit the mark, but I don't care because, ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
Yes, we are.
Oh, what did I forget? Did I say everything? Did I forget something? Usually I don't forget anything in the intro.
Yeah, I know.
That's all right, though. I had a brain fart. But yes, welcome everybody to episode 129 of the Primetime Gorehounds. Please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And share the channel as well. We are watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning from 2006. And yeah, this was during a time in horror. Me and Paul just had a discussion about this. This was during a time in horror where everything was just really mean and nasty and bloody and gory and disgusting. It was so extreme. It was so mean. It was so brutal that the movies were coming out with unrated cuts. Yes, remember you go to the DVDs and then, if you thought the theatrical cut was crazy, wait till you see the unrated cut, which only was about just 2 extra minutes of some violent shit. But it didn't matter. That was the era back at the time. And this was kind of towards the tail end of that era because this was 2006 and we're just about to transition into the paranormal activity of the world and all that stuff. So this is kind of like one of the last slashers of the mid 2000s. For me, though, we talked about the original. We've actually done the 2 Texas Chainsaw Massacre films, the 74 film, 2003 film, and that other one that came out a couple years ago.
That was on Netflix. Yeah, that one.
Yes. Now, as far as Texas Chainsaw Massacre goes, I only truly like 2 films. That's the 74 film and the 2003 remake. Hell, I think 2003 remake is one of the greatest remakes in horror history.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
It absolutely is. This, though, I'm not a fan. Mainly, the biggest reason why I'm not a fan is because the one thing about prequels is that everything that you wanted to know, you get to know. And sometimes I think that's not a good idea. I think certain movie characters are more terrifying and more creepy the less we know. But apparently, a lot of the fans asking, how did the sheriff get that sheriff outfit? How did Leatherface get the chainsaw? How did this happen? How did that happen? Yada, yada, yada. Thus was the creation of this film. But yeah, if you're in, it's definitely probably the most violent of the Texas Chainsaw movies up to this point. And you still got pretty much all of the cast from the 2003 from Arlie Ermey comes back, Andrew Manierski comes back, the whole Hewitt family comes back, which that's actually pretty great, actually. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this, unless you're in the, but Paul, how are you? And yeah, how are you feeling?
Well, right now I'm feeling a bit better than what I was a couple days ago because I have that sore throat and everything, and plus I missed out on the acting gig. But apart from that, doing good. I just got out of the cinema like a few hours ago. I checked out the recent Predator movie. I'm gonna keep my opinions reserved on that until we eventually get around to it, but it was not bad. But anyway, yeah, Texas this Texas Chainsaw prequel. I remember hearing about this happening. I think it was around mid 2004, early 2005. I was hearing like talks and rumblings about it. So I was, being at the time I was in my 20s when this came out, I was just like, you know what, this is actually something I wouldn't mind checking out. So I went to see this in the cinema when it initially came out, and I remember it was a full house at the time, and there were people that actually enjoyed the film, and then there was people that actually walked out because it was just some of the scenes that happened in this film was pretty damn graphic. I mean, this was like easily um this one was easily the most violent of the entire series. This, and I would probably say the more recent one that came out with Netflix. I think the main two violent entries in the series. But in terms of where this one fits for me in like the series, which ones I like, I mean, like I would say for me, my definitive Texas Chainsaw movies would be the 1974 original, the 86 sequel that came out, the 2003 remake, and this one. I mean, the original sequel for the third one was all right, but not that good. That next gen one was, and the two that came after this one were just. Let me put it this way: I prefer this prequel more than the other fucking prequel that came out for the 3D one. And as for the Netflix one, it was okay. But yeah, I haven't seen this one for a while. I mean, like I remember when the word got out that they were finally going to release this on 4K, like a limited edition one from Arrow Videos, and it was going to be the unrated version too. I thought, oh fucking A, because I had the I had the I had the DVD copy of this movie when it came out years back, but my my DVD disc is pretty much dead at this point. So for a lot of years, I wasn't maybe about 7 or 8 years, I wasn't able to watch this film for quite a while because it was one of those like hard to get type films. You can only probably get it on Amazon Prime, but it was always like the theater cut version. So when this one came out, I thought, oh fucking A, be nice to see this again. So it's been like uh probably about 5 or 6 years since I last saw this one, with any kind of version of it, really. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how I feel about this one now, a couple years later. But I remember when I first saw it, I actually enjoyed it. But at the same time, as the years have gone on, I can see why some people have an issue with it as well. So,
Yeah. Last time I saw this movie, was honestly the first time I watched it. I like that was over 20 years ago. I
damn,
it's crazy. 2006, 2007, 2006 is about to be 20 years ago. That is crazy.
I know.
Um, but yeah, I saw the movie, I watched it, and I was like, okay. I mean, I didn't learn anything really new. But yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. But quick funny story, Paul. You ain't gonna believe this.
Go on.
Um, you so over the weekend I had a show, right, and everything was all fine, right,
Yeah.
and so I lost my ID and my credit card, right?
Oh shit.
So I'm literally freaking out. I'm freaking out because usually I have my cards in certain places, right?
Right.
Places where I know they will be 9 times out of 10. They weren't there, so I figured,
Oh
okay,
man.
I'm not up. But no, I figured, okay, no problem. I figured, I'd left it like in my pocket or something. No big deal. It wasn't in my pocket. So then I went to my car, not in my car. So I'm like, okay, where is it? Like, where the hell is it? Right. And it got to a point where I'm like, okay, screw this. Look, I'll just cancel my card and add and request for a replacement. No big deal. Because I looked into my accounts and nobody has it because my account has pretty much been the same since Saturday. So I figured, okay, no problem.
Okay.
So then I go to my shoot job.
Hmm.
And I shit you not, Paul. Literally right when I'm about to leave the shoot job, I'm right at the end of my shift. I keep in mind, I don't use my car to go to my job. I use my company's car,
Okay.
and I turn on the light, the official report. I look to my side now, and in between the seat and the gear shift, there it was.
Oh shit! And you went through all the situation of telling the guys, "Hey man, I've lost my card," and now you have to tell them, I just found my card."
Well, and it kind of pissed me off even more because I didn't need to replace my card. If I actually took
Oh.
the time to actually search and retrace my steps, I would have found it, but I didn't. But it's crazy how when you're looking for shit, it's literally right there. Oh my god!
Yeah,
But
man, it reminds me of this one time when I was in college and I couldn't find my college ID lanyard card. It wasn't where I would usually find it, and I thought, oh shit! So now I'm gonna have to go and explain to these guys that I've just lost my card, and it costs quite a bit of money to get it replaced and get your photo and all checked out. So I'm like, yeah, let me just get my paperwork out, and I just pull out of my bag, and somehow it was in. I don't know how this happened, but it ended up in the inside lining of my bag. And even though I searched like the day before and it wasn't even fucking there, and I couldn't feel it was inside the lining, and then all of a sudden it was there, and I'm just like, "Are you fucking
yeah,
what the fuck?"
yeah. All you had to do, all you just had to do was just actually just search and look.
And that's what I did. That first time, I thoroughly searched it, and it wasn't there. And the whole time it was in the lining, but when I was feeling through the bag, you couldn't feel that it was there. And then the next day when I'm talking about it, lo and behold, there it fucking was. And I'm just like, is someone fucking with me or what's going on here? But yeah, that but I'll tell you what, losing a bank card or thinking that you've lost a bank card, yeah, I've been there. It's not fun.
Yeah, not fun at all. Jesus Christ! And I was freaking out. I almost freaked out. Freaked out on my girl. It was like, ugh, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah. Try
Shout out
try
to you.
losing your
Shout out
tr-
to you, by the way, baby girl. Go ahead.
try losing your bank card when you're in well, you think you've lost your bank card while you're in your hotel in Venice. I tore that fucking hotel room apart trying to find my card, and I found it in the place that I wouldn't expect it, and there it was. And I thought, oh shit! And that was stressful because that was on the last day I was supposed to check out. So I had to scramble to get everything packed, and then I had to scramble to put everything back in place before I checked out. Because I was like literally flipping the bed mattress over to think, where the fuck is it? And lo and behold, it was there. And I was just like, I don't know how the hell it got there, but man, I'm so glad I found it. Because that would have been a nightmare, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. When you lose something, just calm down, think, and actually search. But anyway, let's get this movie started.
All right. Hey, Chaz, how's it going?
All right. So, yeah, boy. All right. So, rules go. 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play. Again, 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play.
And if you don't press play, a knee injury will end up losing your leg.
By the way, we are watching. What cut are you watching? We're watching the unrated cut. We're watching the unrated version.
Yep.
So yeah, let's get this shit over with. All right, in 3, 2, 1, play. Got the
You're
New
in.
Line cinema logo coming up.
Mm-hmm.
The house that Freddy built.
Yep, sure was. And this was actually the last TCM movie under the New Line banner.
Platinum Dunes.
They literally
Michael
after
Bay's
Nightmare on Elm.
company.
Yeah, they did a lot of the horror remakes during the early 2000s, but after the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, they pretty much stopped doing horror remakes after that. But they started doing like other films, like then they're now kind of known for the Purge series.
August 1939.
Damn, that was 70. No, it's about 87 years ago.
Yeah, whole new different world.
Yep, no phones, no internet, no metal music.
But yeah, but like right here, right here, it's like we're about to see Leatherface be born, or Thomas Hewitt be born, and I'm sitting here saying to myself, is like, do we really need to know this? You know, it's like, okay, so his mom was fat, gave
And
birth
she worked in the butchers.
worked in a butcher shop. It's like, okay, it's like the small, minute details where I'm just like, ain't really necessary.
Didn't need to like. I wish they could have fleshed out her story a little bit more. Now that I think about it now, I wish they fleshed her story out a bit more so we could find out a bit more about her leading up to this.
Yeah, and doesn't she like piss and blood comes out too? It's like,
Yep, we just had that happen.
yeah,
And she
I
just
just see it. Oh
yeah.
shit! Wait, hang on, Paul. My mind
Pause it.
buffered. My mind buffered. Where you at? I'm at 2
Let me,
minutes.
let me pause it. I'm 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
All right, give me time to catch up. Yeah, okay. She just fell. She just fell.
Yeah, the dude's looking in on her.
Yeah, 2, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16. All right, we're there.
All right, here we
And
go.
yeah, she's
And
like,
she just
ow, ow,
yeah,
ow!
they didn't skimp on the gore. Keep in mind, folks, this was 10 years before Terrifier.
Is giving birth that damn painful?
Must have been well, hey, during the 1800s and the early 1900s, man, giving birth back then could prove to be sometimes fatal. They didn't have the stuff like that back then. Damn,
Yeah.
Leatherface was an ugly little shit then.
So 1939. So that would make Leatherface. Yeah, that would make him like in the 80s now, would it?
Yeah, something like that. In this timeline, yeah. So when we get to the current time frame in this, which was 1969, which was 4 years before the remake, he was dead on 30 at that point.
But yeah, I'm just someone who, like, if you've been a known long time subscriber to this channel, I'm always someone who's very theater of the mind. It's what you don't see that's more terrifying.
Mm.
I just felt like I just felt like we learned things that we don't need to know. It's like, did we really need to know how Arlie Ermy got the sheriff outfit? Like, do we really need to know how Leatherface got the chainsaw? It's like
No, but
it's scarier that way.
I
Like,
know, but
not knowing.
there are people out there that have that curiosity that want to know. And at the time, I was one of them. I will put my hand up and say that. At that time, I was one of them back then.
No, you gotta let things. Gotta let things, like for example, like they're gonna fucking do this. they're
And I
actually gonna go forward with this fucking Aunt Gladys prequel, which I was hoping they wouldn't do, but again, that's another example of we need to know her backstory. It's like, no, we don't. It's like,
I know, but this is how the majority of people are in this day and age. And I think the only other reason why they had to do the prequel route in this movie was because, for anyone who doesn't know, folks, if you saw the remake, he did lose an arm.
yes,
So unless they came up with some crazy fucking radical idea that somebody engineered a chainsaw arm for him,
well,
they didn't think that far ahead.
well, they did it right. Like the original, because I understand this ain't the same director that came back this time,
No,
but they did it right. They did it right where like, no, I told the story I want to tell in the first film, and there's no more sequels. I'm not gonna do
yeah.
a sequel. Like that's the right way to go, in my opinion.
And the other reason why Marcus Nispel couldn't come back to do this one was because at the time he was currently prepping to do a film called Pathfinder. So the guy that they got to direct it this time was a South African film director called Jonathan Liebsman. And before he did this, he did a movie called Darkness Falls. I don't know if you've ever seen that one with that tooth fairy ghost
Oh,
demon
fun
bitch.
movie.
Yeah,
That's a fun movie.
yeah. Well, that's who directed this movie because even though that movie has a cult following and it was in a way financially successful, it was kind of panned by a lot of critics. So the film director was on the verge of actually hanging it up, but then Michael Bay saw that film and said, "Hey, you know what? We want you to come on board and we'll let you do the way you want to do this movie." So they just let him go ahead and do it. And then after this, he went on to do uh, Battle Los Angeles and one of those recent Ninja Turtles movies in 2014.
That's a shitty resume.
Yeah, but it did make
That's a
he did make
shit
some money.
resume.
Yeah. He hasn't done anything since 2022. The last thing he did was one of the episodes of that Halo TV series.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I wasn't too fond of that Halo series. The moment they took his helmet off, that was it. Same with that Judge. It's the same thing that happened with that Judge Dredd movie in '95. Instant turn off. T85 here. Um, we're saying like the prequel didn't feel like a TCM movie. Well, to some extent, you could say that. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chaz, that fucking 2007 prequel Leatherface. I hated that one.
I forgot all about that. Oh
It was a
yeah, that's
pre
right. Yeah. Okay, like Leatherface. This perfectly normal dude winds up being Leatherface.
yeah, and it was technically a follow up to that crappy 3D one. So like I think from what I understand now in terms of where the franchise has gone, because it was with Netflix initially now, but now I hear that A24 has snapped up the rights for it. And as you guys know, A24 are currently doing that Crystal Lake TV series.
An A24. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. So if they get the right people involved in writing it and directing it, you could bring it back to prominence again.
Did he just drop the knife for you?
Yeah, yeah, he dropped the cleaver. Yeah, they got the dude coming out of the pool. I might be ahead of you, and I.
No. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah,
Okay.
he looks like a cross between mankind and Kane. No, he looks like no. He kind of looks like Abyss.
Yeah, I remember Abyss. I actually got to meet the dude 10 years ago at a local wrestling show here when he was with James Storm. That was actually an interesting conversation we had.
Ah, hello, Jordana Brewster,
Yep.
Dominic Toretto's sister,
Yeah. In
Brian
the
O'Connell's baby mama.
absolutely.
She was a she was in another movie that we did. Very underrated late '90s film. The Faculty.
Yeah. And most recently, she was in another horror movie called Heart Eyes. which if you guys haven't seen that yet, I would say check it out. It's actually a pretty good slasher.
Oh,
Mhm.
hello, god damn,
Hey, she's pretty hot, man.
she is. But tie me up. Uh,
What's her
oh,
name?
she a freak. God damn.
Her name is Doria Lynn Braid. What's she done lately? Interestingly enough, she was born the same year as me, so she's 42 right now, which I'll be in a couple of weeks.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Then these people are like in their like
20.
early 20s, early to mid 20s here, looking all youthful and full of
Yeah.
life, and now they're old.
Yeah, I mean, I was 22 when this came out, so she was the same age as me back then. But right now, she's
Man, so she's in the tying. She's in the tying up, motherfuckers. Okay, interesting.
you could
Wait,
say that.
look, ever since Basic Instinct, I get a little trepidation when a chick
Yeah.
ties me up.
Because you never know when they're going to have an ice pick hiding under the bed
They have
somewhere.
an argument. It's because you're defenseless. Like now, of course, if you're with somebody that you know and you're really into, and you're into that freaky shit day, by all means. But if you're with somebody you just met, and she's like, "Oh, let me tie you up," like, man, she might stab you with an ice pick. That shit traumatized me when I first saw it.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. T85 here has just said one Texas Chainsaw movie that has grown on him in recent years is the original sequel that came out in '86. Yeah, dude, believe it or
Texas
not,
Chainsaw 2, Texas Chainsaw 2 is underrated. It is underrated.
and that was the movie that introduced me to Texas Chainsaw when I was a kid. Because keep in mind, folks, the original movie was banned in the UK for a lot of years. We never got to see a UK release here until 1999, so I didn't get to see the first one until that time. So I was 15 then at that time.
This is during Vietnam time.
Yeah, and they had their draft cards. This guy's going back for another tour, and he wants to take his younger brother with him.
Yeah, my uncle fought in Vietnam. My dad almost did. Well, he didn't almost because, but my dad was also in the military and had a military family growing up. Got this
Yeah.
guy. Now I will say this, because I do like the half mask that he has here.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the
shit!
knee.
Oh, is that a
Right in the,
sledgehammer?
yeah, that's a sledgehammer, right? He just trapped him, and now he's hammering his legs even more. Oh, you could hear that break, man.
Well, that's
And
one
he's
way.
trying to,
That's one way to quit your job.
and then he smacks him right in the fucking glasses. Ooh. Ouch. The thing is, when Leatherface did this, this was the first time he killed somebody, and it was basically out of anger because of what they called him, and they called him that R word that we can't say here, and plus he's lost his job, and there's the chainsaw.
And also too, and this gives kind of Andrew to be more have some, he can be more animated in this
Yeah,
because half his face is showing. That's a cool shot. Him walking down the road with that chainsaw. That's a cool shot.
yeah, and
Um,
that's our thumbnail too.
yeah, yeah, but again, I just kind of like, okay, it's cool, and that was a good, very that was a very violent death.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's like okay, so he grabbed the chainsaw, and also too, this is kind of the same movie
that we had in
as
2003. Yeah.
that in 2003. Like it's kind of the same movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of, like I said, it's like 4 years before that was a real dead animal getting splat. By the way, But yeah, I think, and they also tried to maintain that cinematography because that's another thing.
Well, in the original film, that was a real armadillo that was on the ground. So,
Yeah, I will
but
say also
but
that
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
the remake and this movie has some pretty fucking solid cinematography as well. It's another thing I
Well, I
liked about
think.
these ones.
I think I don't. I know for the remake they brought the same guy to the cinematography for from 74 film to
Yeah,
2003. And I will say
Daniel C. Pearl.
I do appreciate that even though it's not the same director, but they're keeping it feels like the same style. It feels like in that same time frame. But
Yeah,
and here's another problem I have with this movie. Um Again, it's a prequel, so everybody that's in that truck is going to die.
pretty much. Yeah,
because because if one of them lived, there wouldn't be a 2003 remake. So you can't emotionally get yourself invested into these guys because you know that Leatherface is gonna chop their tits off. So it's
yeah,
like
they're pretty much done at the end of this movie. Yeah,
yeah. So how can you? So it's like I that's the problem I have. That's a problem I have with prequels. It's like it's kind of the same problem I had with the Michael Myers Rob Zombie's Halloween
yeah. When they
thing.
had that first half was the prequel bit. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like I'm learning too much. Like again, we're about to see. Speaking of Rob Zombie's Halloween, we got
Lou Temple.
we got one of the one half of that infamous scene in
The
Rob Zombie's
band.
Halloween 2 that
Yeah.
got banned.
Yep. This guy right here. He's actually appeared in a few other Rob Zombie films as well. He was in
Devil's
Devil's
Rejects.
Reject,
He was in Walking.
31.
He was Walking Dead.
Yep. Yeah, so he's had somewhat of a nice run in acting. And then of course here we got Arlie Ermy, who it doesn't matter what film he's in, he always
He's
fucking
great.
brings it.
He is fantastic in this role. And
Yeah.
I do and I kind of liked how he was able to kind of tweak his performance a little bit here because this is supposed to be a younger Sheriff Hoyt.
Yep.
So I liked how I was able to tweak it a little bit. Now, of course, some may say he's pretty much playing the same character that was playing on Full Metal Jacket,
Oh,
but he's great in everything he's in. I've always enjoyed Arlie Ermy. He's always been
yeah.
great.
He's always been good in films, no matter what he's in.
He's
T85
great
here
in
says,
this. He's great in this. He's great in the remake.
"Oh, dude,
Hell,
he was just
honestly, Paul, I would like a movie. I would watch a movie. Oh, man, imagine seeing that down the road.
oh
But
fuck that." Hey, don't forget,
God, that is
keep
horrifying.
keep in
That's
mind
pretty horrifying. I'm not gonna lie.
keep in mind though,
But
when I was at that zombie horror show this past Halloween, I did have an actual chainsaw, and I did scare the
that's
shit.
an 80-pound chainsaw he's carrying. Now, keep in mind, I think Andrew Bernier naturally is like 6'3", over 300 pounds. Plus, he's wearing a fat suit. So
Well, he wasn't wearing a fat suit in this one.
not here, no.
Yeah. T85 here, he just shot that dude's fucking face right off. Yeah. Did you get? I might be a second or two ahead, but he's just at the part where he's just licking the dude's blood. But yeah, he just shot that dude's face.
I'm there
right.
now. I'm there now.
He literally shot that dude's fucking face right off.
What a shotgun! What a double barrel shotgun!
No, that's a pump action. That's a
A
Remington.
pump? What? Why do you leave the shotgun in the damn car?
I don't fucking know. He didn't think he was gonna do that. Oh, and T85 here just
No, fuck that, Paul. If you saw a 6'6" thriller with a chainsaw going down, you grabbing that shotgun.
yeah, I'm definitely picking up the shotty. I ain't fucking around with that. Oh yeah, but T85 here reckons that Matthew McConaughey, in his opinion, saved that next gen movie from being the worst. I mean, his performance in that was a little out
He
there. I will
did.
admit that.
He did. He did. Even as that shit insane and crazy as that role was, he saved it. Now and just like in Arlie Ermy, this Sheriff Hoyt character, honestly, I would love to see a movie where he was just the main villain.
Yeah, Tom
Like
would.
to
But who would?
take Leatherface out of it, take the hue from if he was like the main villain, I would watch that movie.
But the question is, who would you think would play a younger version of Arlie Ermy? Because as you know, the guy's gone now.
Well, I don't think you can. I think you kind of leave this version in the past,
Yeah,
but this because they said that Arlie Ermy initially uh auditioned um for the John Doe character in Seven, and of course they gave that role to Kevin Spacey, and he was the commissioner. But
yeah.
this is kind of like the closest we get to how he probably would have performed that John Doe character. I think the reason why I probably didn't get it because Arlie Ermy is
He,
so charismatic.
and he's
Like,
so damn convincing.
Kevin Spacey was convincing too. It's just that Kevin Spacey was more cold. You know,
Yeah,
like I don't think Arlie Ermy could pull that off.
no,
Because he's a little bit more eccentric than Kevin Spacey. But but him as this character, Sheriff Hoyt, I would love it. Was just a singular movie where it was just him as like the serial killer trying to. I will watch that movie. That's how
oh,
much I enjoy his character. That's how much I enjoy his character in this movie.
I definitely would have watched it too. I'm just wondering where they're gonna go with this now that if A24 is going to be the one snapping the rights for this.
Well, first
Where?
things first, I just want to say yes, my disfigured James Thomas character is Leatherface inspired. So yes, before you even ask that question, there you go. Um,
Yep.
so,
Yes, he
um,
was.
and well, Mankind was inspired by Leatherface too. For those who
That
may
is
not
true.
know, but
That dude's just standing in the middle of the world, just waiting for someone to show up.
but again, I mean, okay, he got the sheriff outfit, but we kind of already knew in the first film that this guy is not the fucking sheriff. So it's
I
like,
clearly wasn't.
but as far as A24, I'm actually intrigued by that because again, I've said it once, I'm saying it 1,000 times. You can't just do like if they dropped like this movie alone in 2025, it would no doubt go straight to Netflix. It will go
Yeah,
straight to Netflix. It was a straight up paint by numbers slasher film. Like I said, today we live in an era where you can't just go off that anymore. Like we need more substance
yeah,
now. So, but again, it all depends if how successful this Crystal Lake TV series is going to be. If that movie is successful, if fans gravitate towards it, they dig it like how they dig it and they like the direction, you know what's going to happen, Paul? Other franchises are going to follow. So
yeah.
if they do a Texas Chainsaw Massacre TV series where we get to learn more about Leatherface's childhood, how he grew up, and all that stuff until eventually him becoming the killer that he becomes,
That would be
then I'd be
something.
all for that. I'd be all
Um,
for that.
I mean, like, look at some of the horror films that have become TV series. I mean, look at Bates Motel, which I've still yet to watch. Look at Evil Ash versus Evil Dead, Wolf Creek. You can even put that Chucky show in there. They all fleshed out stuff and took it in places they wouldn't go initially in films before. So the idea that we got a fucking Friday the 13th Crystal Lake, which they've wrapped filming up, and we know it's coming out next year, that's going to be interesting to see. I mean, at the moment, we got that Welcome to Derry that's just come out, and that's been pretty impressive so far too. So these movies finding life as a TV show, it's definitely marketable for sure.
Jordana Brewster just refuses to age.
No, she. Yeah, I know, right? She's still. I mean, like I said, I saw her recently in Heart Eyes, and she still looks bloody good, even at 45. Man, she still looks great.
She just absolutely refuses to age,
Bikers,
and
man.
and there's a there's a the bikers.
Yeah, my dad used to be one.
Yeah, the boys are here.
Yeah, that's why I gravitate towards shows like Sons of Anarchy, man. Love that show.
And
What's
also
that?
too, and this whole subplot about the brother trying to take his little brother to Vietnam stuff. I thought that was a failed opportunity. I
Yeah,
thought no, because I thought the idea of a Marine going against the Hewitt family and Leatherface, that sounds like a pretty badass idea.
it
You
would have
know,
worked.
like a Marine going against Sheriff Hoyt, and then because he used to be a Marine. I'm like, I thought that was a failed opportunity. I thought that would have been a badass movie.
Yeah, they missed. They kind of missed out on doing that one as
They
well.
did. They absolutely did.
I'm just reading what T85 here. T85 has just dropped a bit of news here. He says here that the next Chucky movie will be a direct continuation of where season 3 ended. Yeah, because they left us on a fucking cliffhanger. And I was very interested to see where they were going to go with that direction wise. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. But anyway, he
I
just found
forget.
out that
Wait, is that
yeah, he burned his draft card.
yeah, because he doesn't want to go. I don't want to go. I want to go to Mexico and fuck my hot blonde girlfriend.
Well, you got to understand, there were some people back then that just did not want to be a part of that thing because that I know it
That
was like
was
a
yes, that was a very controversial.
yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, yeah, it was a touchy subject. Like, no, I don't want to. No, I don't want to go to Vietnam and burn down villages.
I mean, yeah, there was just a fucking chaos over there, man.
Yeah, but yeah,
What,
but this whole subplot
Dr.
here, I
Cow,
think.
a fucking cow exploded.
Jesus Christ! not this again! Cow! Cow!
Cow! That fucking went flying across the screen.
You mean to tell me Halloween 2009 stole that from this? That is crazy.
I guess they did. Man, that car's she flew out of the damn car, dude. That's never good having a piece of glass sticking out of you.
That's never good. Yeah, that car is totaled.
It's
Wait,
done.
if she flew out the car, she should be dead.
Well, then, let's
She
not forget.
should be dead.
Well, let's not forget. We saw a kid flying out of a car in that killer sniper movie Downrange a while back.
Yeah, and
But
he
then
should have been dead.
that kid got shot afterwards. If you remember, we're just like, yeah, that dude's
Like
got to go.
Jordana Brewster still looks perfectly fine. Realistically, she should have her face should be mangled. She should be cuts all over the place. She should
Yeah,
be dead.
she should have a bone sticking out of her somewhere, as well.
Exactly. It's like, come on.
She's got a pretty good sawed-off shotgun as well.
What are you doing around here?
This is so Mick Taylor from Wolf Creek here. Oh, I'll bet you were.
Oh shit!
And just like that, blew a fucking hole right. Oh, that's not a gun, dude. That's a fucking Remington, and he just blasted a hole in her.
Just walked up and shot her. Like, what the fuck?
Shit. Gun blast was so loud. This woman next to me jumped out of her skin. The popcorn went in the air, dude.
Just
that was so
first,
random.
Just shoot first, ask questions later. Just like a cop.
Damn, dude. Yeah, Chaz, Downrange was a good one. We did do a watch along of that. You can find it in the playlist somewhere.
But you see here, it's like, see, that's what makes his character so creepy. Like when you see him pull up and you see him in the outfit, you let your guard down because you think he's a sheriff, and you
I
think he's a
know.
cop. But that's how he lures you in, and that to me makes it more terrifying. Like that's why I say, and also Paul, it's like the whole origin story of this movie about how Leatherface became a killer. Like we figured that out. We found it out pretty goddamn quick.
Yeah, this is kind of like a Hoyt story.
Now it's a regular Texas Chainsaw movie now.
Yeah. Oh no. Hoyt's just found a reason to really fuck with these guys even more now. Because if I remember correctly, Hoyt's character was also a war vet too. I think
Also in the army.
He brings it up in this one, I think.
And he brings up how, to survive, he had to eat. I think it's like his fellow soldier or something like that. So that's why, he doesn't have a problem doing, which again, that's fine. And once again, the Jordan Brewster, once again, flew out of a goddamn windshield.
Yeah,
and
right?
She looks pristine. Like, she looks like she still looks good. Like,
hey, pause it a second. My disc is acting weird. What the fuck? Give me a second, guys. Oh,
again.
Sorry, guys. My Blu-ray player is getting on in its age. Don't worry. I can just all I gotta do is
that's fine.
take it out and
We'll
put
give
it
you
in.
a second. I'll get a commercial break. Yeah, get that thing. God damn it.
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr? Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Good morning.
Me. Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. You are a transgender.
What shows that I'm gay?
You are a transgender, yes, and you're a gay rights activist and an outspoken lesbian, homosexual. How can I describe you? Now, we're looking at the raging debate. You're a gay rights activist. Why should someone be gay? You're having a girlfriend.
Yes.
Do you perform the natural obligations?
I'm not sexually active right now.
So what are you doing with this lady?
By choice.
By choice?
Yeah. I've chosen not to engage.
Doesn't that make you gay?
What do you mean, doesn't that make me gay? I am male and attracted to a female.
So who is gay?
I'm gay.
What the? I'm just rebooting this. I'm trying to keep a straight face, and I'm like, "What the hell were you playing?"
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm just getting into the menu bit right now. Bear with me,
guys.
I'm
at 3156, man. Hey, you never know. You never know. You never know what we'll play here. But yes, I'm at 3156.
3156. All right, give me a second, man. I've just hit the play button. I am just gonna get to it right now.
Okay. All right.
3156. Almost. Oh, I'm a little bit ahead. Let me just wind back. I don't know what the hell that was you played, man, but god damn.
Okay.
All right, hold on. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. All right, 31, 56. I'm there. They just got in the car. Hoyt's about to jump in there too. You just tapped the police siren light.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, man. I think it's my Blu-ray player because I've had this thing now for like 7 or 8 years. Can't get a replacement though because this is like a multi-regioned 4K player, so I can play any region I want, which is kind of a bit of a naughty, but there you go.
I would have liked to have like with this. I don't know this guy's name, but the Marine. Like if they
I'll get
actually
his name. Hold on.
if they took it serious and had it just him versus uh the Hewitt family. I mean, of course, he would have to he would have to die. But
Yeah.
I think that would have been cool. That would have been a cool movie.
His name is Matt Boomer. He is 48 years old right now. And what was he in recently? I'm just looking at his list of credits. Here we go. Roles and films. Right. So apparently, this Texas Chainsaw movie, this was only his third movie at the time. But he's been in films like Magic Mike. He was in the first two films.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking at Jordana Brewster. She's not even limping. She's not even limping. She's no selling. She's no selling getting thrown out of a windshield of a car. Okay, she got a couple. All she got, Paul, is a couple cuts. That's it.
Dude, if this was a Terrifier movie and she came flying out of a car, she'd be a lot more messed up than that. She'd have a few more battle scars.
Come on. Come on. Kiss the blackest part of my ass movie.
I guess it's because she's like the main lead role and they can't have her having too badly fucked up, you know?
Well, don't write it up, throw out a fucking windshield.
They just thought it'd be a cool idea. She miraculously survived.
Cool idea.
Hey, take it up with the writer, man.
Paul, if you wrote some shit like that, I'm like, Paul, don't. That's dumb. Like, you can't.
Trust me when I tell you this. If I wrote something like that, she would be a lot more injured than what you saw. Guarantee it.
Well, yeah, because you think logically.
Exactly.
And again, like with this guy here, we learn how he's actually walking in this way. How do you lose his legs? And if you watch the remake, you could kind of put two and two together how he lost his legs. But we had to see.
They had to show it, I guess. And for anyone else who doesn't realize, also, this is the same guy who got stabbed by the T-1000 in Terminator 2. He was the one driving that liquid nitrogen truck.
This is true.
What's fucked up also is that most of the Hewitt family cast members are no longer among the living now.
Oh yeah, they're which is why, like I said, you got to leave this version of the. I mean, outside of Andrew, I think Andrew's the only one still alive.
He is, yeah.
Which apparently, there's some controversy when it comes to him and the whole Leatherface deal.
Yeah, I heard.
Because he talked shit about Gunnar Hansen's death. I did some research. I did some digging on that, like what led to that. And apparently Gunnar Hansen, I guess, had a Bret Hart moment. And apparently he was talking shit about Andrew and his performance as Leatherface. Apparently he was doing it for years, and Andrew never said anything. But then Andrew said what he said when Gunnar died, and people were like, "Yeah, understandable, dude, but yeah, wrong time."
He should have said it if he was going to say it, he should have done it while he was still alive.
Yeah, that's probably why he's never come back as Leatherface because of that.
And he hasn't done any acting in 10 years.
So yeah, that was not a good look. Not a good look.
You don't go saying that. Maybe when he's alive, if you want to say it to his face, fine. But after he died, that's not the best time to do it, dude. Come on. Hang on, it says T85 here just said that they did have an unfinished follow-up called All American Massacre, which featured Bill Moseley's character Chop Top. Oh, I didn't realize that. That would have been interesting to see. One focusing on Chop Top's character.
Yeah, but there's a house.
Same one too.
Not nearly, because I remember the cinematography on the house in the first film was just beautiful. Not they don't really shoot it the same way, and this is unfortunate because in this movie, in the remake, the house itself became its own character. You
Oh
know,
yeah. I mean that
and the
house.
house is still up too. The house is still up in
Yeah, I think
somewhere.
Michael Bay has a lease on it, if I remember correct.
This house?
Yeah, that's why it's still standing, because it was abandoned initially.
Because I know in the original house is turned into like I think like a restaurant now.
Yep, that is true. And also, this was completely filmed in Texas as well, Austin, Texas, I think.
Oh my god! Why does that guy look like Abyss?
I don't know, maybe because it is. Nah, it's not really, but still. He's got the same build. I'll give him that. And that mask he's wearing, it's basically, if I remember right, because they showed a little bit of it on the opening credit scenes. It was basically a dead fox. And
Yeah.
he's wearing the skin. Yeah.
And then you kind of get the idea. You know, you get the idea that that I'm not gonna say he was abused, but you kind of get the idea that Arlie Ermy kind of pokes fun at him sometimes, and
Yeah, because I mean, like, if you saw how he looked like when he was born, he did have some deformities in his face. That's the bit when she's like saying, "Ain't he adorable?" And he's like, "That's an ugly little shit."
yeah, because I think they're used to. Because I think there's a moment where Leatherface cuts this dude's face off,
Yeah.
and then when Arlie Ermy kind of like makes a note of it, Leatherface kind of like looks away, like in shame, because
Yeah.
he feel like he's about to get shitted on until he says, "Oh, that's a nice face" or whatsoever.
Yeah. That was when the moment he kills somebody in this movie with a chainsaw, that is the part where Thomas Hewitt died and Leatherface was born at that moment.
Well, I mean, but once again, though, like he's already at that point because we already just saw him kill somebody.
Yeah, but that time he killed out of anger. Because I remember on the audio commentary, I remember the writers were saying when he killed that first guy, that was literally out of anger.
Well, I guess, but I mean, but there was no progression to it. Like all it was just one scene. Boom, there is. Like we don't see like a progress. Now, if this whole movie was Leatherface, I mean, of course, like it takes you gotta have him kill somebody with a chain. Like, you just got to. But let's say
Yeah.
throughout this whole movie, he's a brute. Maybe a little slow, mentally. But you can just see it progressing all throughout the film that he's gonna seriously hurt somebody, and then the very first time we see him kill somebody is with the chainsaw.
Yeah.
On that table, that would have been so much more effective. When you have him kill someone within 20 minutes of the first film, it kind of takes that away. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
kind of like with the Rob Zombie film, I felt like it would have been way more effective if Judith was the first person that he killed. But at least with Rob Zombies, you saw a little bit of build up.
Yeah, a little bit of character progression.
He's mad. I mean, he's mad. He's mad. He kills his boss because he got fired. I mean, what guy doesn't want to kill his boss?
That's a long list. That's a long list of people that would get pissed off with their boss. That's a long list.
Exactly. So I just feel like the origin portion of this movie is rushed. It's 100% rushed, and
yeah. Like I said,
that's
I wish
it's and now it's just another Texas Chainsaw film. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying I wish they fleshed out the story more. But keep in mind, this was at a time when people were just bringing out the same kind of movies, but ramping it up in terms of the violence. That's what they were focusing on this time around at that point. Whereas now, we're kind of seeing progressions of character developments now in these horror films in the form of TV shows, like the prime example coming up soon with Jason. So we're starting to see that, but it took a long time for it to go there.
Well, yeah, because like I said, Paul, just doing, just straight up slasher films. Yeah, it's like shit. But
Yeah, the way he was staring her down like that, you just see his eye, and I'm just like, yeah, I want to get the fuck out of there too.
but you see, but Andrew is able to emote more, because his face is not covered up.
Yeah. Oh, fuck that. That's my worst nightmare there. Getting cling film around your face.
Ever seen Black Christmas?
Yeah. Yes, I remember.
But no, but this stuff here, when he's like torturing, when he's like mentally and physically abusing and torturing these two guys, see, this is why I say I would have loved if Arlie Ermy and this role had his own movie, because of stuff like this. Like, it's really intense,
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen it. I just don't understand why they never did that. I think maybe they felt like, well, nobody's going to be interested in seeing this movie with him if Leatherface is not there, and I guess that was the general consensus what they were thinking at the time.
Well, I mean, it. Oh, I just said, Paul, like if you just did a movie where Leatherface was not involved, it was like an original movie with this character, I would see it.
I'd definitely go see it. But again, at the time, they wasn't going to risk something like that. I don't know. I don't understand the reasons why they never did it.
Like this is the closest we're gonna get to Ermy playing, like I said, the John Doe 7 character. Like, this is the closest we can get, and to me, and guys like Arlie Ermy's character, to me, terrifies me way more than Leatherface does. Because with Leatherface, as soon as you see him, you know what you're gonna get. You see what you get. You know what you're gonna get. But with him, like, again, he's wearing he's wearing a cop's uniform. That's what made the T-1000 so terrifying to people, because of his appearance. One, he looked like a normal guy, and he had on a police. He actually looked like a cop. So you let your guard down. You let your guard down, and you feel safe and secure.
Yeah.
Until boom, that's when they get you.
And let's not forget Maniac Cop. Don't forget that one.
Yeah, that too, sure.
Because that one, to my knowledge at the time, that's probably the only time I saw a slasher movie that involved somebody that actually looked like a cop doing the killings.
Yeah. This is yeah. He's about to make him do 10 push-ups.
Yeah.
I think he's about to make him do 10 push-ups. But that whole portion there is, like if Arlie Ermy is not in this situation, I would say this movie's dragging. Like it's seriously dragging.
Yeah, it would have been dragging at this point. So
because Leatherface is not killing anybody, he's just kind of like in the shadows, minding his own business. Nothing's really happening except for Arlie Ermy is giving a good performance.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, he fucking crushed it in this movie. As this character,
he tweaked it just a little bit, because in the remake, he's older, he's more wiser. He's had experience doing this Sheriff Hoyt deal and this whole system that this family got when it comes to kidnapping people. Here, like he's a little bit younger. He's a little bit more. I want to say
He's figuring it out.
Figuring out as they go along, but
a little bit of Full Metal Jacket comes out of him in this scene, by the way.
He's pretty much playing the same character, playing that same character, but he makes it work. He makes it work.
Especially this bit here when he's just like looking, like, "You shut your cocksucker, you son of a bitch!"
Yeah, but this here, like this is a really good scene. This is a really good scene.
Yeah, definite.
Yeah, force him to do the push-ups, and yeah,
and then
he's beating him, while, yeah. Hey, it's good stuff. Like I said, if it kind of makes me want Leatherface to not be in this movie. I kind of want Army to be the villain. Like, you know what I mean?
That would have been so cool. I mean, essentially, he is the main villain in this film when you think about it.
Oh, his elbow!
Oh fuck that! Yeah, that dead elbow. That's never good.
Ever been hit by a nightstick, bro?
No, but I've actually fallen and landed elbow first on concrete from a 5-foot drop, and it fucking hurts. I've actually chipped. One of my elbows is chipped because of it. It's one of them's not as pointy as the other when you look at mine closely. It was years ago when I was about 6. It hurt.
But yeah, I definitely feel. Yeah, you have one Marine here trying to save his little brother from the Hoyt family. Like that could have been your movie there.
It definitely would have worked. Money was left on the table there.
Well, no, but they made him go out like a bitch, strapped to a table.
Well, he wasn't strapped; he was pretty much nailed to it. And I think also this movie didn't make as much as the last one. I mean, this one made about this had a budget of 16 million, and it only went on to make about 51.
Well, yeah, because people weren't really all that interested, like because like I said, because it's a prequel, so everybody knew they were gonna die. And there's Jordana Brooks, still no selling. She's the lead. She hasn't done fuck all.
Who should get her training from? John Cena?
She's no selling, being thrown through a windshield.
You just got thrown for a damn car. How are you still running? How are you still?
Ain't that one of the? Oh shit! That's one of Wayne and well, that's one of the buddies from Wayne's World. Wayne and what's his friend's name? Wayne and was it not Gunther?
Oh, shit! Yeah, you're right. It is.
But he was in the car singing. Yeah, yeah. He's one of the buddies.
Yeah. His name is Lee Turkison. He was in both Wayne Wolf's movies. He was in Shaft. He was in Red Tails. He was even in The Collection, believe it or not, which is the sequel to The Collector.
Oh, there's this. Oh, my. That chick.
Oh, yeah, the tea lady. Yeah, both these are not around anymore. And her, with the glass, Luda, Aunt May, she was like a well-known actress in the 50s. Like, she was competing with Marilyn Monroe, for crying out loud, back in the day.
No, granted, I mean, this gives you more of an opportunity to get to know the Sawyer family and how far back this goes. But I mean, I don't know. It just feels like, it just feels like a movie that's just there. Like
Yeah.
it's just there to exist.
Yeah,
And
they were just there as filler if you think about it for that scene.
like to me, and because I think it's so, the movie is so violent and it's so extreme and mean. Really think about it, Paul. The remake, hell, even the 74 film is not that bloody at
Yeah.
all. Like the
I,
remake did not have a lot of gore, did not hardly have any gore.
I will say that this one is easily the nastiest one in the series, and the one that Netflix did is like a close second behind it.
Which again, I think it's it's a little unnecessary.
But you see, me at the time when I was in my 20s, man, I was just like, bring it on back then. I mean, I'm still kind of like that now, but I'm not like, like fucking nonstop about it like I was back in the day. I mean, like I said, the only movie that reminds me of these type of days is the is that Terrifier series. He just puts a knife and like, shut your fucking mouth. It's like, okay.
She's so fat she can't get up. I should have laughed at that. I'm sorry.
Whoa, come on, bro. We can't be doing that.
I'm sorry, but she couldn't get up.
Yeah. Sorry for all the folks out there who we might be a bit, but yeah, I mean, like, we shouldn't be, but it is what it is,
She still can't get up.
She got pinned to the table, man. James, don't, man. We don't want to lose this channel. Come on, don't do it. Come on.
It's funny as fuck.
Come on now. Yeah, T85 is saying that the 2003 remake made 80 million. Yeah, it did. It made 80 million alone, and I think in terms of worldwide gross, I think it made about. Let me look. Yeah, it made about 107 million. So yeah, that one was the highest grossing movie in the entire series, and well, she almost got away. I say almost because she just got meat hooked.
Oh, damn!
That is gonna hurt.
Leatherface Tommy had to time that just right.
Yeah, he grabbed that truck and just went like, surprise, motherfucker. Oh, that's the worst. Fucking bear trap in the damn ankle. Oh, yeah, you caught something all right. Don't you worry about that. Oh, she's still got that meat hook in it. And what makes it worse, he's dragging her with it.
Get over here.
Yep. Damn, I still want to see that new
Mortal
Kombat.
Paul? It's like you can't emotionally get invested because they're gonna die.
Yeah, they're done. It's the same thing with the Thing prequel,
Exactly. Again, Paul. That's why I hate prequels. That's why I hate prequels.
I know. It's like I still enjoyed it, but yeah. Oh, by the way, this scene here with Arlie Ermy, during this scene, he gets a call to find out that his mum passed away, so he had to leave after doing that scene. That was after he got the call. True story.
Oh, so we're gonna miss some. He's gonna be missing.
Yeah, for a little while. Movie? Yeah, till he comes back later because he got that when he was doing that scene. That was after he got the call to say, "Yo, your mum's on your deathbed, dude." Imagine doing that. You're in the middle of a wrestling show. You're in the middle of an acting gig like I would be. And we get a call like that. How the hell do you keep your shit together?
Well, I mean, I think I think it was the Undertaker said that the same, I think it was like the same weekend that him and AJ Styles shot the Boneyard match.
Yeah.
They think he said he got a call that I think his brother like passed away that same weekend,
Oh,
and
fuck no.
still finished them and still finished the shoot.
Yeah, that's rough.
Oh well, professional. Still got. I mean,
T85 here is saying that the second highest grossing film in the franchise was the one that came after this that we don't like.
yeah, Three Dicks.
Yeah, that was the one where Lionsgate took it over. And when 3D was a thing back then, you know what I mean?
That literally might be the worst fucking Texas Chainsaw movie of all time. Well, I don't know. That 2017 was pretty bad, but
No, that prequel they did for 3D was the worst in my opinion.
yeah, Jordana Brewster looks damn good for someone who's been thrown through a windshield.
We ain't gonna let that down, are you?
I'm never gonna let that down. That might be the most dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. And I haven't seen this movie in over 20 years, but that might be the most dumbest shit. I play the Walking Dead video game, and Kenny, and Kenny, for those that know should know, Kenny was thrown through a windshield. He was at least paralyzed.
Yes, I remember that. Oh, dude, that fucking Telltale Walking Dead game, man, is just easily one of the best games I played. And there were some moments where it would grab you. And the one moment in the game that emotionally grabbed me badly was season 2 with that dog, because it looked just like my dog that passed away. Exactly like my dog Sandy. I was like, fuck, when I saw that.
So he was nailed down. I thought he was tied down, but yeah. Oh yeah, he's fucked. He's screwed. Literally screwed.
He's going nowhere, dude. Whatever he's gonna do to him, he can't do jack shit about it.
What'd you say about me looking like a bitch?
Hey, don't tell him that. Don't let him know he's Chris Parks either.
Chris Parks.
Yeah, I remember that fucking storyline angle where he's playing Abyss's like brother who was a lawyer. I was like, what are we doing, dude?
He killed that shit though, as Chris Parks.
Oh yeah, he was fucking great in TNA. I think for me, my favorite character turn was when he turned heel in 2010 and he introduced that 2x4 with spikes on it, Janice. And he had that like kind of like that Halloween 2 look on him with his appearance.
He did. Too bad that storyline was fucking ass.
Yeah, it was. And then RVD knocked his teeth out.
But I did kind of like that where he's tying him down, he's kind of looking in his face and holding on to his face, and you kind of see him like internally. You can see him like internally thinking about it and all that stuff. This gives Andrew more to do.
Yeah.
And you said, probably like you see the gear starting to turn.
Yeah.
Because he's probably someone that grew up, again, he had the foreign face, and he probably he's probably very envious of people that look I'm gonna say like look pretty but look normal,
Yeah.
And he just wants to he wants to look like that. That's why he takes the faces off,
Yeah, that's in essence what it is. He's trying to be somebody that he could never be.
He could never be.
Like, yeah, that's why he had like those multiple variations, including that one that looks like a housewife's mask. If you remember that fucking crazy shit.
Yes, and of course there was like, and I think that's supposed to represent the different versions of according to 74 film, that's the three different versions of Bubba. You had the Butcher, then you had Housewife, and then I forgot what the other one's called. We had 3 different versions, and But yeah, but
Yeah, T85 saying that the Netflix.
This be horrifying. Go ahead.
Yeah, T85 saying that the Netflix one, he's not crazy about that one, but he definitely said it was better than the 3D one. Dude, I actually did enjoy that Netflix one. I thought it was. I mean, it wasn't. It's not a masterpiece by any means, but when it came to checking the boxes that I wanted to see out of Leatherface, I kind of got that.
I mean, didn't they try to take the Halloween 2018 route with that movie?
Yes, they did because they.
Shit! Oh, in the kneecap! God damn!
You know. He's also got Rick Grimes' gun. Did you notice that? He's got the 357.
Ooh, man, for getting shot in the kneecap. Oh god, that's probably the worst pain imaginable.
Yeah, good luck walking.
You're never walking again.
Well, you will be, but it's not going to be very pleasant. You're going to be crooked walking for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you're gonna be walking with a cane or something.
Yeah.
Like.
Remember that poor bastard on Hills Have Eyes who that dog get his bloody Achilles heel out? I was just, ooh. Yeah, that guy wants his girl.
Why is this biker here?
Well, you remember that girl that got killed by him and that biker lady?
Yes.
He's trying to find her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he flayed his fucking arm.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I forgot about that part.
Skinned his arm like a fucking potato peel. You can imagine it, all the nerve endings and the tendons. You're not moving that arm. That's gone now. Might as well just cut it off. And if I remember correctly, K&B did the effects for this, and some of the sound effects.
Oh shit, that was close.
Oh, very. Can you imagine if? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. His first kill with the chainsaw was with the biker. I thought it was this dude that's strapped. It's with the biker. I forgot about that.
And like I said, on the audio commentary, they did say that was the moment where Thomas Hewitt died and Leatherface came out when he did the chainsaw kill. That was it. Because when you see him sawing the dude, you look at Leatherface's reaction when he does it. Because before he hits the switch, you see him thinking about it for a second, and then when the saw goes in, and then the camera's looking at him again, there's like a little bit of a fucked up smile going on in his face.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, like
oh fuck,
that is, yeah, his arms are gone. But if I remember correctly, like there's a moment where Leatherface, because he's still also mentally like a kid. So there was kind of like a moment we saw it a couple times in this movie where he's kind of like standing in the corner, doesn't want to talk whatsoever. I think it's earlier when I encouraged him to use that chainsaw on him. But
yeah, I think he said something about this is one of those that used to fuck with you in school, if I remember right.
Yes. So he needed to be encouraged to do that because he's still childlike, you know.
Yeah. 6-year-old mind and a 30-year-old body. Oh, here we go. This is that moment.
Doesn't he like use the chainsaw as a weapon? Like before, like, oh yeah, right there.
Yeah, well, right in his arm.
Oh, his arm.
Damn, that I could hear that break too. Damn, that hurt.
Oh, he's fighting. Leatherface is fighting.
Oh, he snapped his other wrist. You see that?
Yeah, but look at him. He's kind of like, I mean, I don't know. Should I? Like,
yeah, he's thinking about it. And don't forget, he landed on that chainsaw, so it's not the blades are not spinning just yet.
He looks so much like Abyss.
Nice.
He looks so much like Abyss.
That's the scary shit about it.
But this is a cool death. This is really cool.
He's thinking about it, and then he's like, fuck it.
This is cool.
Now, it's fucking brutal. Now watch his face when the camera's on him. It's like he's smiling a little bit. See?
That was cool. And it comes through him like that, yeah.
Beautiful bastard, G. That is brutal. He's still
He's
giving.
great. He's like I said, if he was just, oh god, like it's, yeah, you know,
Like I
like
said,
just
money
wish
was
it,
left on the table.
just wish it was his movie.
Yeah. Again, man, money was left on the table when they didn't do it. Oh, and this next scene that's coming up, this is the
Girl, you better run.
this is the part in the movie, guys, where
Oh, this is
in my
horrifying.
in my cinema, okay, 4 people walked out.
Can you just
This
imagine
was
that, Paul? I can imagine that where you're about to die. You know you're about to die, and
You
there's not
can't
a
do
damn
shit.
thing. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. Like
That's it.
that to me is the most scariest way to go. Is that there's nothing you can do.
You might as well just brace yourself and hope it's quick at this point. Oh my god, look at his fucking arms. Yeah, this is this is a horrific moment right here, folks. And fire up that here we go.
Did it in one pull too.
Yep. That's what I did too at the Halloween thing I was doing. I didn't do this to somebody though, so don't worry about that. Oh, I saw chunks of flesh flying out. Just
there you go. That's hey, this is Primetime Gorehounds at its full glory.
Yep, this is what we do.
But we see the look in his eye, like he's enjoying this.
He is now, yeah. Oh, and this scene when you see him just.
Now I'm not gonna lie, Paul. This. The makeup effects is amazing, but yeah, but this almost made me puke. I can hold you up.
Like I said, 4 people walked out of the cinema when I saw this, and the music score to this as well. It sounds tragic. And this bit when you see him taking the skin off, and it's all that like slimy, sticky bit of the underlayer of the body. Yeah. Wait for it. Here it comes. Look at this. Just fucking. Oh my god, dude. I'm not joking when I say this, folks. This is the fucking nastiest entry in the series. This one was just dark, and I think that's why I like this one, because of how grim it is. I like that in a horror movie. That's the one thing I appreciate in horror films, is that when they go this far into that grimness of it, that's true horror to me. Well, he won't be needing that no more.
That's the last time motherfuckers called me Abyss.
Yep. And this is his first time.
You gotta talk about I look like Abyss. I don't even watch TNA.
Nobody gave a shit who I was until I wore the mask. Oh, and imagine this. Imagine this too. That skin is still warm and fresh, and you're wearing the inside of that. That bit when you see it from the point of view, for that brief moment, it's just, oh man. Can you imagine wearing somebody else's face for the first time? How the fuck does that feel?
I would like to have his face off. I want his face off.
Well, now he's Leatherface.
Yeah, this is me. Yeah, this is me when I put on my mask for wrestling.
This is me when I'm doing carnival shit. I'll become a whole different person.
But that's what he does here. I like your new face. And he kind of like cowers a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I don't know. And then confidence boost right there.
Yeah, that just gave him because he thought he was about to talk shit about him, and he was gonna be because he literally saw him when
yeah, look, shit. Brief moment. Look, wait until you see this. This is fucked up. That camera's gonna show it. Right about that's bad.
Ugh. Great camera effects.
Yeah. And she
lands camera effects, special effect.
Yeah, and then she lands face first and that nasty shit.
Oh, I see that. I see her ass crack though.
Nice ass.
She does have a nice ass.
I'm not complaining there.
Yeah, but stuff like that always fascinated about me about Leatherface because when he walked up the stairs and saw Sheriff up there, he was kind of like, oh shit, he's about to talk shit. He's like, I like it. You could just kind of feel, you kind of just saw him like stick his chest out a little bit, like yeah, fuck yeah, like
yeah, he's like thinking, finally, I'm accepted. That's what that was to me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sheriff Roy is kind of like that. It's kind of like that big brother that always like picks on the little brother, and Tom is clearly like the little brother of the family,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, oh, man, you could walk out that door. You could walk out that door. You could walk out the door.
You could have just gone out.
Walk out the door. Walk out the door. You can find someone for help. You can find someone like, don't go there.
Could you leave your friend, though? Because that's her friend, man. She couldn't do that. Because of that whole moral thing, isn't it? So, and, dude, like I'm gonna say this right now.
I thought this was unnecessary. I thought this whole segment was unnecessary.
You didn't need to cut his fucking legs off. He only got a shot in one knee. You could have just chopped. All right, if you want to chop the leg off, okay, chop that one off.
Sheriff Roy doesn't like him. Sheriff Roy doesn't like him. He does not like him. He doesn't. That's why he did that. He doesn't like him. Because you're right. He didn't need to cut off both knees.
So basically,
he's doing this to be a dick.
So basically, he's just being a sadistic cunt for the sake of being a sadistic cunt.
100%.
Pretty much.
He's like, you like it, Mom?
Look, Mom, look what I gone done.
He's so confident now.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, you better hope I don't have a gun if you chop my leg off. I'm going to shoot you for that.
It went clean through, too.
Yeah. But, one leg, okay, but this was not necessary. I mean, like, you're chopping his good leg?
He's like, do it again, Tommy. And he's like, all right.
That's not necessary. It's unintentionally funny for some reason, but...
Again, I didn't need to know, like...
No, I didn't need to know.
Like I said, like you could already assume what happened to his legs. Like
you see the look on Hoyer's face. He's like thinking, "Yeah, maybe I did take it a little too far."
Oh boy, stop crying! I didn't hurt you. Stop that whining! Stop that whining! It wasn't that bad.
You chopped my legs off, though.
Oh, stop being a bitch. It's
How am I supposed to walk, man?
It's just a scratch.
Oh, fuck off! You call this a scratch? You try having your leg cut off and see if you can say a fucking scratch. What is this, Monty Python's Holy Grail all of a sudden? Shit.
Jordana Brewster has done fuck all in this movie. all she's done is just be a damsel in distress.
Yeah, she's just screaming. God, I can imagine her throat being all messed up.
I was about to go somewhere with the I was about to go somewhere with that throat, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut now.
I was about to go somewhere else.
There's gonna be I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it alone. I'm not gonna go there.
both these women haven't done anything, bro. Like it's like Jordana Brewster no selling.
Oops.
Like Ari's character is great. He's great. Like
he's just out of his fucking head in this movie. But I love it. Oh, and this bit with the cook is like, wonder whose tongue this is. That belongs to that fucking biker. I'm just like, okay.
And again, and they add context to why they eat, because they ultimately do it to survive, because
Yeah, because once that slaughterhouse closed down, the town went with
that was it. That was it for the town.
but they chose not to leave. Because as you heard him saying in that speech earlier in the film, he was saying like their entire family generation lies in that house, so they're not going to abandon the place where they came from. Which I get. They don't want to leave somewhere which is their heritage, but these guys think it's
Another goddamn dinner scene. That's the one thing I always hate about the sex. They always, well, not recently, but always got to do the goddamn dinner scene and recreate the dinner scene.
And guess what? The biggest complaint about the remake for some people was them not having a dinner scene.
That's why I like the remake, because it went in its own direction.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it too, dude. That girl right now. She's mentally done. Right now, it's like, fuck it. She knows.
I'm surprised he ain't died from. I'm surprised he hasn't died from blood loss.
Yeah, I know, right? Because wrapping his legs
That's
up
a
with
lot
paper.
of blood he lost, man. He should be dead.
Yeah, and plus also, like wrapping his legs up with paper ain't gonna do it. And T-84, yeah, dude, yeah, House of Wax. That's another movie that's 20 years old now. I remember seeing that one too. Did you ever see that one?
Once. I thought it was okay.
It's not like a great movie, but it's a pretty good slasher film for what it is. That's another movie I still haven't bloody got yet because I had the DVD version of it. It's fucked. Yeah, it wouldn't be a Texas Chainsaw movie without a dinner scene. I know, but it's still you can only do it so many times.
Yeah, it's just like always gotta. You blasphemous bitch! I remember that. You blasphemous bitch!
Well, he did say, "You guys fuck all your cousins." You call this redemption, dude? Dude, that even though that's like cooked remains of somebody, even then it still looks nasty.
Oh shit!
Oh, they knocked her teeth out and cut her tongue out. Yeah. Dude, I don't think that dude is in the mood for eating right about now. He's lost his legs.
I would be mad as shit. I can hold you up.
Yeah, like I said, I'd be like, you better hope I don't find a gun at that point.
I'm
Like,
like,
you chop my legs off?
Like, Hoyt, you fucking asshole.
Son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, there's...
He's like, yeah, that's right. I'm wearing your boyfriend's face.
It's like, what?
Like, what?
I kind of feel sorry for this girl because, like, she went through a lot, and then to have it go out like this.
Oh shit! Oh.
Yep, that's that one gone. Thanks for coming.
Well, shit. Well, at least I hope it was quick.
Well, when you get your neck cut, you'll be unconscious in 20 seconds, dead in 3 minutes. That's what I heard somebody say on a film, by the way. I forgot which one, though.
But yeah, Paul.
Yo.
So Jordana Brewster's still alive, and the other kid.
Yep.
Damn. You say you felt sorry for that girl?
Well, the one that got the neck cut open, yeah.
Yeah, you felt sorry for her? Well,
Kinda.
well, unfortunately, Reverend doesn't.
Your pussy. Hey, bring the camera, son. Bring the camera. All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, creamy pussy, and tight pussy perish with you.
Fucking asshole.
No. See, that's what happens when you tie motherfuckers up, and then licking them and talk about them. I'm put my tongue in places that I'm gonna do.
All right, fine, whatever.
That's what you get. That's what you get. You
Fine,
deserve to perish. You deserve to perish.
Damn, dude, that's some Testament shit right there. But anyway, dude, that fucking Leatherface was running at top speed, and
to give Andrew this, bro. To be running with an 80-pound chainsaw like that, bro, that ain't easy. He looks awesome. He looks awesome.
Oh, and I heard that during I was watching.
Now that boy becomes a man.
Yeah, and this bit with Arlie Ermy getting his face cracked on the ground, that was actually him taking those shots. Well, not losing his teeth for real, but yeah, he was taking those shots. Yeah, I was watching the documentary before we started the film.
Oh, shit.
He was taking them headshots.
But again, like, you want to know how he lost his teeth?
There you go.
Okay, all right, fine.
Didn't need to see it, but okay.
Like, honestly, he should have killed him. He should have died right here.
That dude.
Like, if this was any other movie, his character would have died right here. But he's not going to die because it's a prequel.
Exactly.
Again, that's why I hate prequels.
Not all prequels are bad. Some of them are okay, but I mean, like, I get why you don't like prequels because it kind of like fills in the blanks. But
yeah, it just fills blanks that I didn't need filled. Like sometimes you'll keep things a mystery.
Yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily need it, but there are those people that want to see
it. And I think what Leatherface is wearing in this movie, it's the same face in the remake. It's just older and more decomposed.
Yeah, because it is like this was like 4 years before the remake.
Okay, so time had passed. Okay.
Yeah, and if you remember on the remake, his nose was gone at that point, and I think I know where he lost his nose. I think it was during this bit.
T85 says the girl from the 03 movie that killed herself. I thought that would have been a better prequel. Yes, I agree because I was really curious to see what happened with that because that
yeah, I would have loved to have seen that version.
Oh, and Paul,
what?
Large amount of silence. You know what that means?
What?
What happens in a movie when there's a long period of time, long silence? Means a jump scare is gonna come.
Yep. Dude, that shit looks nasty. And she's in it.
Yeah, full of shit and blood.
That is, a lot of meat and decomposing fucking nasty ass.
But Paul, I thought this ending was the dumbest fucking ending I've ever seen.
Yeah, like how can you not know a 300-pound dude is in the back of your car?
I hate this ending so much.
They could have done it better.
No, the idea. Okay, again. Like I said, I can't emotionally get invested in Jordana Brewster's character because I know she's gonna die. Plus, I think she's a shitty final girl. But
by the way, I reckon that's where he lost his nose.
Where?
Right there, where she just took a swipe at his face with a knife. That's where I reckon he lost his nose.
Oh, he did. He did have no nose in the remake. You're right about that.
Yeah. His death was pretty harsh in here too. Just
Yeah, but it's
fucking.
like, why would you turn your back on? Okay.
That's a dumb move on his part, and it's cost him. And there he goes.
He just throws him.
He just throws him like a piece of shit. Like, right now, what?
But no, but Paul, like, you mean to tell me that you do not? It's a small car, but you don't see a 6'5", 300-pound man, and also and just logistically, Paul, it makes no sense. So behind this car, he just happens to be behind this car. And there's enough space between the driver's seat and the back seat where he can maneuver the chainsaw, rev it up, and stab her with it. It's like, this is bullshit.
There's no way you can maneuver a chainsaw in a car this small. I mean, guys, look how small this fucking car is.
No, there is an alternate ending
where he stabs her. Yeah,
where he stabs her. That's more logical. But even then, how the fuck do you not see that he's back there?
You're not gonna see you're not gonna notice a 300-pound dude there. I mean, you're
obviously
You're obviously gonna see it. You obviously will see that dude in the back of the car. And what's up, Monster Zombie?
You can at least sense it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be in the car. I'd be fucking running. Fuck this.
At least in the original, the very first alternate ending, I think. Go. Yeah, this was so stupid. This was so dumb. I knew she wasn't gonna make it.
I would have preferred the knife, but okay.
Like, you see, Paul, it doesn't make sense. Like, how is he able to maneuver the chainsaw quick enough?
You don't.
To rev it and stab her.
You don't.
And they just so happen to run over the cops. But doesn't this ending feel rushed?
It felt very anticlimactic. It was rushed and anticlimactic as fuck. In my opinion.
This feels super rushed.
It's like they ran out of time.
Then he just walks away. We get the John Larroquette narration.
Yeah, he's walking back home.
It's a cool shot, but
yeah. Hey, this movie has its moments, but
I thought that finish was bullshit.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's like a 6-inch. That's like a decent long-sized blade on that chainsaw.
It doesn't logistically doesn't make sense.
No.
That's a cool shot of him. I mean, symbolic. Him walking into the darkness. That's symbolic. I like that.
Yeah.
The John Larroquette coming back. You know.
Yep. And he didn't come back again until the Netflix film. And there you go. Again, like this movie does have its quality moments, but
that story, that finish was shit. That was a shit finish.
That was a very anticlimactic ending, in my opinion.
It felt like I'm watching this. I'm like, yeah, they probably ran out of time because that whole chase scene, that whole thing felt rushed.
It was like they ran out of time. They ran out of, I don't know. They ran out of time, ran out of cash. They needed to get that shit done. And I don't know, because I know that New Line Cinema had to pay an additional $3 million just to keep the rights to make this movie because Dimension was trying to get their hands on it when they were in the middle of making this.
And with that ending, like I'm actually looking at like there was three. There was like two alternate endings. There's the one alternate ending. Oh, this one's so much better. Okay, so Paul, so what happens here is Jordana Brewster goes into the car, right? Tries to start it, but she looks outside and she sees Leatherface outside the window. It looks like he's about to drive the chainsaw towards her. Then it cuts to black. It cuts to black, and then it goes to the Texas. You can see like establishing shots of Texas where it says like 4 kids have been missing. Have been missing, and then you see another group of kids driving towards that way where the Sawyer family live.
Yeah, that ending.
That's a way better ending. That's a way better ending.
That ending is actually on the Blu-ray that I got right here. I have seen that one. Yeah,
that is a way better ending. That's a way better ending because it's creepy, it's haunting, it's mysterious. You already got the idea Leatherface got her, and then he's about to get another family. So the one they went with, I just thought was just so fucking dumb. Like, again, people, chat.
They're already talking about it in the chat.
Again, naturally, once you get into your car, you're naturally going to check the back seat.
Obviously.
And even if you don't, Andrew Broderiski is not a small guy. He's not a small guy.
How can you not fucking notice him?
Now, if Michael Myers is hiding in the back seat, that's a little bit more believable because he's not a big guy. But he got a fucking chainsaw, wrapped it up, and was able, without cutting himself, move it into position in front of him, and that was so stupid. But all in all, though, Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning, my feelings have not changed. I still feel the same now as I did 20 years ago. Granted, it's a lot more meaner, it's a lot more brutal, it's a lot more bloody. You get more expansion of the lore of the Hewitt family. But all in all, though, Paul, it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary.
This is a prequel. I know.
Because it's a prequel. You know that the bad guy is gonna win. It's like you can't get emotionally invested. It's like I'm just here to see Leatherface kill people, and I guess if you're a gorehound, which one half of us is, you like that type of stuff. I thought Arlie Ermey, as usual, was great. I thought Andrew Broderiski's performance was really good, especially when telling the story and acting with his eyes and his face expressions. But all in all, though, if I had to choose between this and the remake, I'm watching the remake 10 times over. I think it's a better film overall. I think Jessica Biel is a way better final girl than Jeanette. I thought Jeanette Brewster was terrible in this role. The bitch no-sold. She no-sold getting pushed out of a wood, but she's going to sell a chainsaw. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, I know. Fucking out. That's just it. That's just like very fucked up plot hole. I mean, like, but yeah, like for me, like, I mean, like, I still, to an extent, I still do enjoy watching this movie. I'm actually happy that I got the Blu-ray version when they finally released it for the first time. But looking at it from a technical standpoint, yeah, I mean, like, there were some bits in there that we didn't need to know about it. It was unnecessary. But if you want to do it like I know, this is what I usually do sometimes with prequels, is that if I'm going to watch the 2003 remake, I'm going to watch the prequel first and then jump right into the remake because it feels like one whole story. But that's how I would do things. But no, like this movie does have its moments. Yes. Is it grim? Yeah. Is it nasty? Fuck yeah. But in terms of the stuff that they showed, you didn't need to see that, honestly. I mean, if you like those morbidly curious types that want to see how it all unfolds, then okay, that's for you. But in all honesty, I mean, one of the guys here in the chat brought it up. I mean, definitely, I would have liked to have seen a prequel involving the girl that shot herself in the remake. That would have been a better prequel. Or I would have liked to have seen a prequel involving Sheriff Hoyt. So for those two outcomes that they never went for, that's money left on the table But then again, now that I think about it, maybe you could do a prequel involving that girl from the 2003 remake as a TV series if A24 goes that route. Or maybe.
You need the family for that. Most of them are not around.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if they were around, it could have been that way. But honestly, I don't know where they're going to go with it now. Because this movie has had this franchise as a whole has had so many restarts and different timeline stories. I mean, like, like this one is these two movies is its own thing. It's its own fucking entity. Basically, if you think about it, this is like the Hewitt story, 2 films in one. Whereas the other films is like its own fucking thing, especially when the 3D one tried to pass itself off as a direct sequel to the original, which didn't work.
Fuck that.
Yeah, and fuck the Leatherface prequel one too.
Do your thing, cuz.
Do you think? Man, when she said that, I'm just like, nah, dude, come on. And then I'll be honest with you, that Netflix film passes off as a better direct sequel to the original than that shitty fucking 3D. Ain't saying much, but that's that. Different story for another time. But no, again, this movie's not.
Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Go to jail. That's what happened.
This is some bullshit.
You all right?
I'm telling you, man, when we get around to watching that 3D one at some point, expect us to be very pissed off watching it. But back on point. Again, I did enjoy this to an extent, but there were just some things that you just looking at it now, there were some things you just didn't need to do with it. I would have preferred a prequel story involving that lady. Would it have been a moneymaker? We'll never know. It could have been, but they never went that way. But again, I still enjoyed this, but it's not like the best out of the two, but it was enjoyable to an extent.
I enjoy this movie mostly for Arlie Ermey's performance.
Yes.
That's honestly it. Rest in peace to him. Like I said, I haven't seen this movie in almost 20 years, and it's probably gonna be another 20 years till I see it again. And of course, and I think and this shot, and I will this shot if I'm walking down the street with that chain, it's a cool shot. It's a cool shot.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just not a fan. Not a fan.
I get it.
But let us know how you guys feel about Texas. Yeah, let us know how you feel about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. And before we get into movie news, just want to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. And
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Yes, you do that. Shout out to the folks. Shout out to the folks that are delivered.
Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free?
Yes, sir.
Turn around and tell those people. Tell them. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman. Now listen, y'all praise God with him. Hold on, wait a minute. Somebody believe God with him. Hey! We don't just preach condemnation. We preach reconciliation. Hallelujah! God, help him, Lord. Help him, Lord. Help him. I wish I had some shown up believers that'll come down here and dance with him and tell him you can do it in the name of Jesus. Hey! That's right. When I tell you, I want you to run down towards that camera and tell them I got a brand new life. Run right now, run, because it's in front of you.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow. A reading
Reading
Talking
Rainbow.
about talking about I like women, but yeah, it's nothing but niggas that surround them. But anyway, Paul, what's the movie news?
All right, we got a whole Jesus Christ, man. We got a whole bunch of movie news here. There's one that's just popped up an hour ago here on Bloody Disgusting. We have a Dutch horror movie that's been released called Meat Kills. It is the first Dutch horror movie to receive the NC-17 rating. Now you know that's gonna, yeah. Now you know a movie that's gonna have that
What
kind
is
of
this?
rating.
What is it? What is this? A PETA movie? Like what the fuck is this?
I don't know, but I'm just about to read into it. But anyway, the idea that it's an NC-17, that's like waving a red flag to a bull to me. But anyway, it says here, we like pushing the boundaries and hitting bloody milestones here at Bloody Disgusting, and in the wake of the theatrical release of Terrifier 3 becoming the highest grossing unrated movie in history, they're going to be back for more. So this extreme horror film is the first Dutch horror movie to get slapped with an NC-17 rating, and it's going to be only available on Screenbox. Bloody Disgusting readers get an exclusive Screenbox introductory offer 3 months for a total of $6.66. 666. You see what they did there? But anyway, what begins as an idealistic mission ends in a nightmare. When animal rights activists and her group sabotage a pig farm, the farmer's family strikes back. What follows is an unstoppable chain reaction of violence and revenge. Meat Kills premiered at the Fantastic Fest this year, where it earned positive reviews from outlets including Dread Central. The site's reviews raved the nasty, mean cinema is back, baby. That's what one person says here. And reviews continued saying that Meat Kills is a European extreme horror classic in the making, joining along the ranks of films like High Tension and Frontiers and Martyrs. So this is going to be in the same vein as those European extreme horror movies that came out years ago. You mean you've seen High Tension, right? You've seen, which is called Switchblade Romance in the UK. If you've seen Frontiers, if you've seen Inside, if you've seen Martyrs, then you know what kind of movie the Europeans are going to be bringing out here. So anyway, this is an evolution of European horror, which continues to deliver gnarly, satirical, social commentary, and are unafraid to make the viewers uncomfortable. Dehumanization is the name of the game in Meat Kills and goes deeper than just a statement about animal cruelty. It's a harrowing examination of human cruelty committed in the name of self-declared good causes. There is a trailer here, man. I haven't looked at the trailer myself yet, but I think you and me can both watch this at the same time. It's about 1 minute and 51 seconds. So I'm just going to sync it up to 0. I'm going to send you the...
You said the same guy that made High Tension.
It's from the same European, not the same director, but it's in the same vein as those type of movies.
I think High Tension was fantastic, but yeah.
Yeah, and it was the start of those extreme European movies. Right. I'm sending you the trailer right now. I'm just going to sync it up at 0 seconds. I'm not going to have the volume on because it'll come out loud in my headphones. Okay. So when I say 3, 2, 1, play, James, We hit play at the same time. All right, you ready?
Yes, like I don't know the rules, but yeah, okay, here we go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. People upside down. Whoa. Hallway. This footage is so sad. Truly. So you got these animal rights activists that try to save these animals, but I guess they fuck with the wrong people. I'm getting some Texas Chainsaw vibes here a little bit.
Yeah, same here.
But I am interested in this one. I mean, those European horror movies, man, they don't skip a beat when it comes to this type of stuff.
It looks fine.
I'm actually into the idea of checking this out. I hope they put it on Shudder over here because I'll definitely put it on the list.
Yeah, it looks like a modern slasher movie.
Yeah, but but this is a European vibe with it, and they don't fuck around. I think I'm gonna have to check this one out. I hope it's on Shudder over here. So it's gonna be on Screenbox where you are, guys. But I don't know if it's gonna get a UK release date. But yeah, I'm interested in checking that out. What about you? What about you guys in the chat?
I'll see it when I see it.
Oh yeah, guys, I did see that in the horror feed. Yeah, guys, another well-known cartoon character from back in the day is gonna get a horror treatment, and that's Betty Boop.
What?
Let me say that again, James. Betty Boop is now gonna be a horror character.
What the hell is that?
No, it's not from the guys who did the Winnie the Pooh stuff. Although they have done a couple of movies, and I did watch one recently.
Why are they doing this?
Dude, when the intellectual rights reset and become open free market stuff, anybody can grab it. That's how that Winnie the Pooh stuff became a horror film.
They're going look. Let's turn the Jungle Book into a horror movie. Let's turn the Grinch into a horror movie.
They did turn the Grinch into a horror movie. The mean one, remember? And the guy that played Art the Clown is the Grinch in that film. No joke.
I get it!
James is not happy about this. All right, I just found the news link about this. Here we go. So this is from a day ago. A Betty Boop horror movie is in the works with Davini Pin as Boop. Okay, so in the latest of public domain characters to spawn an indie horror movie following the likes of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Mickey Mouse, Peter Pan, Cinderella, Bambi. Most recently, there was a Popeye horror film, and there's an Aladdin one coming as well. Variety reports that Boop is being introduced to buyers at an American film company by VMI Worldwide. Frost Class Productions will produce the feature, which is being described as a reimagining of the 1930s cartoon icon Betty Boop, but told through a genre's lens. In the film, a team of horror podcasts breaks into an abandoned theater to discover the hauntings of a starlet once known as Boop. A simple investigation turns into a horrific bloodbath as they fight to escape the murderous Boop as she's out for revenge. Davinia Pin, who is going to be playing the main character, along with Christia Shaw, Spencer Burslin, Eve Hamilton, and Colton Tran, and Jared Karn, who was in Atlantic Rim, will direct from a script written by Joe Prendes, who did Mega Shark. Oh, okay. And Josh Ridgway, who did The Flood. So this is basically going to be a horror reimagining of this, and I'm looking at the image of this right now. I'm going to send you this news link, James, just so you can see this image of where they're going here. And guys, you're about to see James, or you're about to hear James say probably some unsavory things about it. There you go. While he looks at that, I'm going to find some more news. He'll drop his thoughts on it in just a second. But what do you guys in the chat think about the idea of Betty Boop becoming a horror character? What's your thoughts on this? I'm seeing some people in the chat box already talking about it.
I just don't understand this obsession with taking childhood properties and turning them into horror movies. And the horror movies they're not even good. They're not even good. Winnie the Pooh movie, that Winnie the Pooh movie sucked. All these
we still need to see the sequel.
Suck. They suck. They're horrible.
Well, apparently they somehow made some money at the box office. Did you know that Winnie the Pooh sequel made nearly 10 million? I shit you not. Yeah. And I've actually got it here waiting to be watched at some point.
Because, Paul, when people are walking down the goddamn street and they hear, oh, Winnie the Pooh horror movie, yeah, some people are going to be like, oh, I want to see what this is like. But, Paul, that don't mean that they're not coming back. They're not coming back. I hate this era. I hate this trend so much. I hate it so much.
Well, dude, it all started like 7 years ago. There was a I don't know if you knew this, but there was a Banana Splits horror film, and the crazy shit is, ready for this? It is an actual official Hanna-Barbera property. They actually approved it.
Well, fuck it. Why not just make Scooby-Doo? Why not make Scooby-Doo a horror movie while we're at it? Like, let's take our childhood cartoons and just turn them into scary movies. Why not? I fucking hate this shit.
Don't give them ideas. Just don't do that, man.
No, I'm not giving no ideas, bro. I don't want to. Look. I hate this shit. I really do hate it.
Okay. Another bit of news here that dropped 2 hours ago. We have, what's this? We got some 28 years later, the Bone Temple news here, folks. Apparently, a new image has been released in regards of what's coming up on this. So we're just 2 months away from the upcoming 28 years later, the Bone Temple, which is being directed by Nia DaCosta. This is gonna be set for a January 16th release, and it shows an image of Ralph Fiennes with that big ass zombie Samson. And dude, I don't know how to explain this, but it looks like is he actually reasoning with him? Dude, what's going on here in this image? I'm gonna show you this image. Hang on. I'll read more into this as well, but I'll show you this image. This is the image that just came out for it. What's going on here? I'm going to read this. Hang on. Okay, anyway. So while you wait, Collider has shared a brand new exclusive image from the upcoming 28 years later Bone Temple film, which spotlights the returns of the new character, and of course with that.
This probably a behind the scene photo, bro.
No, that's not a behind the scene photo. That is an image from the film itself.
All right, it looks like Ralph Fiennes' character and the Alpha character having a chat. Well, didn't you hit him with that fucking dart?
Yeah, and don't forget he covers himself in that iodine, so it kind of makes him, I guess, infected proof, I guess. But anyway, the titular Bone Temple, which is that thing we saw in the last movie, is going to be the primary location in this Danny Boyle's trilogy starter. The title of the Costa sequel makes it clear that we're going to be returning to that location with the focus on Jack O'Connell's character, Sir Jimmy Crystal, which looks like a band of Jimmy Savile lookalikes, by the way. And with the main character Spike returning, here's also a brand new synopsis from Sony. Okay, what's the synopsis here? Okay, so this is the synopsis. In the continuation of the epic story, Dr. Kelson finds himself in a shocking new relationship with consequences that could change the world as they know it. And Spike's encounter with Jimmy Crystal becomes a nightmare he can't escape. In the world of the Bone Temple, the infected are no longer the greatest threat to survival. The inhumanity of the survivors can be stranger and more terrifying. Cillian Murphy's character is also expected to make a brief appearance in this movie, whereas in the next one after this, he'll have a full appearance in this one. So what's this all about? About them saying that Dr. Kelson's discovery has a world-altering consequence. Dude, what's going on here? Do you think this could be an expansion of what we saw in the last one, where one of them gave birth to one that was not infected?
It could be. I don't know where they're taking this shit no more.
Well, we're going to find out when it happens on January 16th, which is like 2 months from now. So that's something you might want to keep an eye on here, folks. Oh, yeah, there was another bit of news that happened. This is from last week, and this was actually some big fucking news in terms of sequels and whatnot, but I'm sure James is going to have a lot to say about this one. So, Steven Spielberg is going to be producing this. Christopher Columbus is going to be writing and directing it, and one of the writers from the recent Final Destination movie is on board. But on November 19th, 2027, we are going to finally get a third Gremlins movie 37 fucking years after the second one. So yeah, apparently Gizmo's going to be back on an upcoming Gremlins film. November 19th, 2027 is the date that it's going to be set. Steven Spielberg will be the executive producer of this upcoming installment. Chris Columbus, the original movie's writer, will be producing it, but he'll also be directing it this time. So Joe Dante is not going to be back directing this one. And it's been 37 years since we've seen a new Gremlins film. Fucking crazy that is. All right, James, got that one there.
I'm not gonna lie. That's making me tingly. I ain't gonna hold that's making me a little tingly. I ain't gonna hold you up.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this one because the only thing we've had so far in recent entries is that animated prequel. Now, here's the question here, James. Where are we gonna go with this one storyline-wise? Because if you're gonna bring Gizmo back, and you're going to obviously bring the Gremlins back. I don't know if any of the original cast members will be back. Nothing's on that's been confirmed just yet. But where would you want to see this go? Because for me, wouldn't it be fucking crazy if the only way for Gizmo to stop these Gremlins is he has to become one himself? Because they kind of dived into that a little bit in the animated series that they've been bringing out recently, where you got to see a little bit of a gremlin side of Gizmo.
I'm all for that.
I'd definitely be down for that too.
I think that's the route you should go.
It's the only way they can do it. But anyway, there's no news on whether the characters who played Billy and his girlfriend are going to be back in this or not yet. We're going to be waiting for that to happen. But we do know this. We know it's going to be coming in November of 2027. It is going to happen. Spielberg's producing it. Columbus is involved in writing and directing it. You got one of the writers from the Final Destination movie involved in this too. Dude, I'm just glad we're finally getting a new Gremlins movie. I mean, it only took them fucking 37 years, but I definitely will be down for seeing it. If it's done right, hell yeah. But we're going to have to wait until we see a trailer or some screenshots or whatever. But what do you guys in the chat box think? It seems like people are talking about that Scream 7 trailer as well. Yeah, I think James is going to be doing a video about that Scream 7 trailer at some point. So keep an eye out for that.
I am. But I will say is that one, it looks like a Scream movie, which is fine, which is absolutely fine. It looks like a Scream movie. I've said this about 4, 5, 6. They're Scream movies. Now, granted, entertaining. I really enjoy Scream 4. I liked 5. Hell, I liked 6. I thought 6 was very fun. 7 looks like more of the same. Scream to me is the most consistent franchise in terms of like horror movie franchise. Is the most consistent. None of the Scream films have they don't have like a Halloween 5 or Resurrection, or they don't have a Jason Takes Manhattan or Jason Goes to Hell. Doesn't have a Freddy's Dead. Like most throughout the franchise, most of the fans are happy with it, except for 3. But even 3, it's not as bad as Jason Goes to Hell or anything.
Yeah.
I will say is that a couple things I do want in this movie. Either you got to make two choices. Either one, make this be the final one, or two, do something that I've always wanted them to do, is give us a cliffhanger ending. Give us a Scream movie where we actually don't know who the killer is. I think that'll be a great twist.
I think so too.
Personally.
But yeah, I do agree with this. This has got to be the last one. I mean, where else can you go after this?
How many fucking times are we gonna deal with? They take the mask off and they give us this whole evil villain speech. Like, it was me all along, Sydney. It's like, and all of a sudden they forget to be a killer. All of a sudden,
I just thought of something. How fucked up would it be if Sidney Prescott's own daughter's the killer?
If you say what I think you're about to say, that'd be one.
I just did.
It would be a cool idea, but it's too late. It's too late.
Yeah, fair point.
Judging by how the story is going, it wouldn't make sense.
It could happen. Oh, maybe Gail Weathers is the killer. Nah, that'd be too fucking obvious.
One, it's too late, and at this point, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, you got a point there. We're gonna have to wait and see, guys. But we know it's gonna be dropping in February, and we got some Scary Movie 6 news here, by the way. Chris Elliott and Sherry Alton are among the latest cast additions that are going to be coming back for this new Scary Movie film. Now, guys, as you guys know, the Wayans brothers are back on board for directing this new Scary Movie film, and they did say they're going to be like the original two movies, unapologetic, zero fucks given, going to go straight at it. Now, they've already got a list of movies that they're going to be parodying. So they're going to be taking the piss out of Scream, of course. They're going to be taking the piss out of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Of course, they're going to do that. But one of the movies that they say they're going to be parodying, and I'm going to be very interested in seeing this, they're going to be doing a parody of Terrifier. Where do you think that's going to fit in the equation?
As long as we get, scary movies how they're meant to be seen, I'm all for it. I'm still hoping they hire Melissa Barea. I think that'd be the most funniest shit.
I did hear a rumor that they were in talks of getting her in this one.
I heard that rumor too.
If it's true, I say bring it on. Well, the movie's going to be coming out on the 12th of June, 2026. So expect a trailer sometime around, I don't know, springtime. Keep an eye out for it, folks. Are you looking forward to seeing Scary Movie 6? I know I fucking am, because the first two movies were fucking awesome. So I say bring it on. Now, Stephen Lang here reckons that there is going to be a third Don't Breathe movie. He reckons it will be a trilogy. So yeah, Stephen Lang here is keeping hopes alive for a third installment in the Don't Breathe franchise. It's way off and it's not a certainty, but he does think that there are all kinds of crawling in the same direction, Lang told Dextro. He says he knows a lot of people would like it done within the structure of the business, so it's a question of getting it right, he continues. Really getting it just right, just because the first one was perfect. The second one, he thinks, was very cool, and he reckons that we need a third one to tie it all up. I will admit, I fucking enjoyed the first Don't Breathe movie. Don't Breathe 2 was actually pretty cool as well. Then when they took it in a different direction with his character. But to have a third one to tie it all up, I wouldn't be opposed to that. They're also saying about bringing Gene Levy's character back in this as well to tie it all up. How do you feel about this?
I never asked. I never asked for a Don't Breathe 2. I didn't ask for a Don't Breathe 3. I enjoy the first Don't Breathe. I like it. I like it well. I just hope that I don't trust trilogies nowadays. You know why.
You got a point. The third movies usually end up being the crappiest. I know. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, we got some movie chart news here, folks. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein has topped the Netflix charts in 3 days. It has managed to clock in 29.1 million views. I have it on my watch list. I have yet to watch it. I'm actually kind of holding off the idea of watching it until we maybe include it as an episode. But from what I've been told it's really good. What have you been hearing so far on it?
I've heard good things. I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, so something there for you to keep an eye on, folks. We might be adding it at some point. But if you guys have seen it, let me know what you think in the chat box. Oh, and speaking of movie charts, now I know me and James kind of talked about this a little bit off the air, but I'm going to put it out there anyway because it seems to be that kind of hot news. But the new Predator movie, Badlands, has within its first 3 days has managed to clock in 82 million at the box office against a budget. Nope. Yeah, it's gone up. 88.5 million now against a budget of 105 million. Apparently, it's been getting a lot of rave reviews. According to Rotten Tomatoes, it has an 86% critic review. Audience reviews, it's got a 95% certified red hot. I was hesitant about the idea of seeing this in the cinema because, it's fucking PG-13 and it's a 12 here in the UK. One of my friends has gone and seen it, and he said, dude, just go check it out and see what you think. So a couple hours ago, before we even did this podcast, I decided to go ahead and see what all the hype is about. I went and seen it, and this is my honest opinion, by the way, without giving too much away. I thought the movie was okay. I can see why people like it. I can see why a lot of people today like it. And of course, a lot of people are saying that Dan Fatchenberg seems to be taking the franchise in different directions, and apparently it's clicking with a lot of people. I mean, the first movie he did, Prey, some people like it, some people don't. I know James didn't like it. The one that he did afterwards, which was on Hulu, that animated film, Killer of Killers, that's actually my favorite one out of the 3 that he's done so far. And this one, I thought it was okay. I mean, the idea of having the Predator as the main protagonist, ballsy move, yeah. Does it still have the action? Yeah, of course it does. There's no humans in it, so I guess that explains why it's a PG-13. I mean, it still has the gore, but just not the red stuff. You know what I mean? But, I don't know. Like in the grand scheme of it all, I mean, let's face it, guys. The first 2 movies are solid gold classics. I'm not taking nothing away from those.
Well, here's what I'm going to say about that. Listen, all right, look, if you like the movie, like that's great. That's awesome. That's great. That's fine. But you see, what makes me hot about shit like this is that, listen, and this ain't towards you, Paul, but look, I could care less about how much a movie makes. See, I could care less how much money Predator Badlands ends up making in the end, because it doesn't mean the movie's good or bad. It just means a lot of people went to go see it. Here's a great example. Okay,
hang on, James, before you do. But what do you think about the idea of the fact, though, that a lot of people that have seen it have given it good reviews, and even some of the ones that I know. I mean, hell, even some of the guys on Discord have said it was all right.
A lot of people, I think, because I think people give certain movies praise just for the simple fact that it exists.
Yeah, that's the point there. Fair point, yeah.
I think that's what it is. I think some people just give it high praise just for existing instead of appreciating the quality. Like, for instance, okay, my favorite movie director of all time, who is it, Paul?
John Carpenter.
John Carpenter. All right. John Carpenter's The Thing was a flop. Blade Runner. Harrison Ford was a flop. But yet, those movies are considered classics. Okay?
That's right.
Halloween 3 was considered a flop. Okay? Firefox with Clint Eastwood, which was a complete bore fest, boring as shit. And I like Clint Eastwood movies for the most part, but Firefox was fucking terrible. That made more money than Blade Runner and the Thing combined.
This
That
is true.
doesn't like I'm just saying the whole box office argument. Oh, well, clearly it's good. It made this amount of money. No, it just meant that people went to go see it. Halloween 2018 is the highest grossing horror slasher of all fucking time. But I never once said, oh, the movie is a masterpiece. I always said it's good. Okay, so please, for anyone that likes to use the box art, it's an empty stat. It's just an empty stat. It doesn't mean a film's quality. That's all.
I mean, I wasn't using the box office as the main thing, but I'm just saying that from what I've been hearing from folks that I know personally.
I was saying in general.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like at some point, folks, I'm not saying it's going to happen right away. We'll probably end up checking it out at some point, but we're going to go through the classic ones first before we even get to that one. But
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. T85. Okay, I ain't going that far now. Okay, like chill. Like certain movies just suck.
You're talking about Grease 2 there.
Grease 2 sucks. Okay, you're going too far now. T85.
All right. Anyway, hey, we got some Resident Evil news here. Oh, okay. All right. Listen to this. We're going to have a brand new Resident Evil movie that's coming out, folks. This is going to be dropping on September 18th next year.
How many is it?
This will be 8. But hold on. This will be 8. But hold on. This is where shit gets interesting. It's being directed by the guy who did Weapons.
You're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So yeah, they've already there's an image that's just been leaked online. They're filming this in Prague right now as we speak, and it looks like it's going to be back in Raccoon City again, folks. So yeah, courtesy of Prague Reporter, the film kicked off filming last month, and it's slated to run all the way until January. So this is going to be directed by Zach Krieger, who did Barbarians and Weapons. The plot details are still under wraps, though Krieger has stated that his film will be a love letter to the games and compares it to Evil Dead 2 in terms of its energy. According to an interview with Double Toss YouTube channel, Krieger says that his film lives in the world of Resident Evil 2 and 3, but its adaptation adheres more to the tone of Resident Evil 4. Now, if you guys haven't played Resident Evil 4, a lot of people will tell you that's arguably one of the best ones they ever did. And Resident Evil 4 is responsible for the whole third-person over-the-shoulder camera, which was inspired by games like, I don't know, Dead Space was inspired by that, which is another classic video game. So yeah, Sony Pictures, Conceum Pictures, and PlayStation Productions. Oh, so PlayStation's now going to be getting their hands on this. Okay. Should be interesting. I'm just looking at the cast that's involved. You got Zach Cherry's in this. Johanna Wilson's in it, who was in Twisted Metal. Austin Abrams, who was in Weapons, is in this. Paul Walter Halser, who was in the recent Naked Gun film, is in this. And Zach is going to be directing this. Now, I'm going to tell you my little 2 cents on this. Not everybody's going to agree on this, but for anyone who's known me for a long time, you know my opinions when it comes to Resident Evil movies. I think the first 2 movies are shit. Sorry for anyone who thinks different. To me, I felt that the Resident Evil movies found its feet from part 3 to part 6 because I felt that it was doing its own thing, and that's what I liked about it. It brought its own little unique spin to the table, but still kind of kept some of the key characters from the video games. And you all know how I feel about Welcome to Raccoon City. That movie was 100% pure, unadulterated fucking dog shit. And mark my words, folks, if we ever end up watching that, you'll probably hear a nuclear rant from me. But James, how do you feel about the idea of a guy who did Barbarians and Weapons involved in doing a Resident Evil flick? Do you think he can pull it off? What about you guys in the chats? Do you think he can pull this off? I think James is busy doing something here, folks. But anyway, I'm going to find maybe 1 or 2 more bits of news to read about, and then we will announce our picks for the next bunch of movies. Now, John Watts, the guy who did the Spider-Man films, and he also produced the the recent Final Destination movie, he a couple of years ago did a horror movie called Clown. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen Clown, but for anyone who doesn't, basically it was about this guy who wanted to be at his kid's birthday party, and he finds this ancient clown costume, and when he puts it on, not only does he become this clown, but he also becomes this like fucking like demon. He can't take the clown costume off because it's like some kind of ancient demon skin where whoever wears it becomes this like demonic clown demon that feeds on kids. And apparently he wants to do a sequel to this. He said he sees a lot of potential in the premise. So he says, so when I watch it now, he's like, oh, I could have done so much more with that. So he's thinking about the idea of maybe doing a sequel for it and have it in the same vein as Evil Dead 2. For anyone who's never saw the first movie, it was produced by Eli Roth as well. James, have you seen that movie Clown, or has anybody else in here in the chat seen Clown? I remember seeing it a while ago, and they've just recently released it on 4K, completely uncut now.
Yeah, I've seen Clown.
Yeah, he's thinking about maybe doing a sequel for it.
Okay.
There's your answer there, folks. But yeah, that's gonna. He's thinking about doing a sequel for it, and they just recently released a 4K uncut edition of it that's coming out, so that could be something to keep an eye out for. Any more bits of news? There's got to be something that's going to be worth catching my eye. Okay, it looks like we're going to have another Stephen King book being turned into a movie. What one is it this time? Stephen King's Mr. Yummy film adaptation is in the works. Mr. Yummy? Have you heard of that one? I don't think I've ever come across a story of that one. Okay, anyway. Yeah, the haunting tale follows a man confronting mortality where death waits around every corner and regret becomes the ghost that never leaves. Troy Blake has penned the screenplay. Megan Fields Johnson and Emmy, that's a lot of names here. They're going to be producing, there's a couple of producers involved. After years of producing films, they deeply believed they're excited to make this Stephen King adaptation. So I've never even heard of that story. Must have slipped under the radar. But yeah, there's gonna be a new movie. It's called Mr. Yummy, which is based on the Stephen King novel. And as you guys know, there's been like two recent movies based on Stephen King novels that's come out recently. You got that The Long Walk, which I've heard a lot of good reviews for. And tomorrow we're going to be seeing the release of the remake of The Running Man, which I'm actually thinking about going to check that one out. So that'll be something to keep an eye out for. A little bit of throwaway news there. Okay, one more, and then I think we got to get going. Let's see what we got. I'm going to find something that's a bit eye-opening here. No, I already talked about Betty Boop. Get out of here. Okay, we got a brand new horror movie here coming out, which is directed by the guy who did the remake of the 2009 Last House on the Left. This movie is going to be called Buzzheart. It's been acquired by Dark Star Pictures. What's this about? Hang on. So anyway, in the film, two parents are driven by deep concern for their fragile daughters, subject her boyfriend to shockingly intense and brutal tests, pushing the boundaries of his love to its absolute limits. Wanted to use all of the elements he's learned in American films, which in the end were geared a bit too standard horrorish, and we wanted to do something ideally more deep and human. So this is going to be some kind of, I guess it sounds like some kind of torture movie where you got two fucked up parents that are testing their daughter's boyfriend to some fucked up limits to see how much he loves her. And it's being directed by the guy who did the 2009 Last House on the Left. How do you feel about this one, James? What's your thoughts and expectations on this? And I'm pretty sure you've seen the remake of the Last House on the Left remake as well. Actually, there's a trailer here. It's only a 50-second trailer, so I'm just going to send it to you so you can have a look. But it's right there, folks. I'm just gonna have a quick look on the chat box, see what's going on. They're talking about that Farley Brothers movie, Kingpin. Yeah, it's a box office flop, but it was a cult classic. So, yeah. Are they making a 100th Saw movie? No, T85, but they are making an 11th one now that Blumhouse has took it over. So, is there any more news here? Anything else? Because I'm just scaling down here. No, that's about it. That's all I can find so far that's worth reading. So that concludes. Yeah, that's all the ones. That's all the big ones I found so far.
Big ones. Okay, well,
Yeah,
thank you, Paul. Well, that's
Gremlins
Paul's
3
done with the
being the
big
biggest.
news, and for that, Paul. Oh yeah, well. Okay, all right, cool. Well, since you're done with the movie, news, and you got done with the big stuff, you deserve a reward. That's the big woman. So here's the big woman for you, Paul.
Song was taught to us by our very own pastor, Pastor James, when we was just this little.
Free Pastor James!
My man loves me. He provides for me. He protects me. So tonight, I'm gonna drop it low just for him. Drop it low for Jesus. Keep the Lord in mind. When you're dirty wine, drop it for Jesus. In the club, shake it to the floor and show it love. I'm on the grind, cause for my sins he died. Cause I know I'll be at the pearly gates for show. I'll be in the number when the trumpet starts to blow. But tonight I gotta drop it low. Drop it low.
God loving music. Give it up again for what's your name?
Renita.
Renita, y'all. Yes. They will never be on this program again. That's enough dropping it low for Jesus and all our Christian viewers and our African-American viewers. Please don't change the channel. All right, who's in the mood for some music that's wholesome and won't get you sent to hell? Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm going to hell then.
Hey, listen, if there's anybody, if there's anybody, the big woman, hey, Paul's your man. I'm just saying. I'm trying to help you out here, Paul. But,
all right, fine.
But Paul. All right. Well, Paul. So, wait a minute. Actually, it's my choice this time. Okay. Before we get out of here, like I said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode of Primetime Gorehounds and watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. Let us know how you feel about it. Leave your thoughts in the comment or in the archive comment section as well. Share, like, and subscribe to this channel if you have enjoyed tonight's episode. And but yeah, and as far as next week goes, being that wait a minute. Oh, what? Yeah. No. I was right. Yeah, because you did 2 movies twice. That kind of fucked me up a little bit. All right. So next week, being that it will be the week before Thanksgiving, we're going to watch a Thanksgiving movie. We're going to go completely different with this one. And like I said, it's one of my favorite movies ever. The holiday classic. I think the only, outside of the horror movie Thanksgiving, it's really the only movie that's about Thanksgiving.
Yeah, true that.
Movies out there.
No, there's not a whole lot of them. No.
So that makes it special. You got a movie with one of my favorite directors and 2 of my favorite comedic actors. It's a Thanksgiving classic, one of the greatest comedies of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, next week we will be watching Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, directed by the late, great John Hughes. Can't wait for that.
Oh, man. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, that is a classic road movie right there as well, too. I mean, that's a good one. All right. Well, seeing that you're going to be picking a classic comedy that's a road movie at the same time, I need to answer with a road movie myself, haven't I? So I'm just trying to think. There's two I'm thinking of, but it's going to be one or the other. I got it. Right. I got this on 4K a year ago, and it's been sitting on my shelf for a while, and I'm thinking, you know what? It's time to crack it open. And I know James is going to like this one, and I'm pretty sure some people in the chat box is going to be getting a huge pop for this one. So, this movie came out in 1986. It didn't do very well at the box office, but 40 years on, this movie is a classic. They did do a sequel in 2002, but it was like kind of like eh. And then they did a remake of it in 2007, which I thought was okay, but nothing beats the original. So, my next pick, folks, we are going to be checking out the 1986 psychological thriller classic, The Hitcher.
Fuck yeah!
There you go.
God, I love that movie. Love it.
There you go.
Sweet. Awesome. Okay. All right. So, Paul, tell the fine folks where they could find you.
All right. Well, if you're on Facebook, guys, Paul Burt's Photography Corner, there's a whole bunch of photos I put up for the last weekend of like 2 metal gigs. I got another gig coming up on Saturday. That's going to be fun. Support Indie Horror is another Facebook page where we've got 10,000 followers. Whole heap of all indie horror related news there. Definitely worth checking into. If you're on Instagram, you can find me on there too, Paul Gorehound Burt. And I'm also on TikTok, but I might be doing something early next year for like Venice Carnival stuff. And if you're on Blue Sky, you can find me on there too.
Sweet. And of course, you can find me at jtimson1193 on Twitter. Primetime Podcasts for my YouTube channel, Primetime Movie Network, which is this channel. Also, you can find me on Primetime James Timms. That's my professional wrestling channel. And we're going to go ahead and get on out of here, folks. Hope you guys have enjoyed episode 129 of the Primetime Gorehounds. I got to get going. So, yeah. I am Primetime James Thomas with the Gorehound himself, Paul Burt. Thank you all for watching, or thank you all for hanging out with us for watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. Fun, brutal, but in my opinion, pointless movie. But Paul enjoys it, and yes, thank you, Paul, for
hey.
Yeah, next week for Planes and Automobiles. Everyone have a great week. Have a great weekend. Be safe. And we'll see y'all later. Have a good night, y'all. Peace.
That's right. You so-called Christian-looking whores, jumping in some church, flapping your ankle chains around, all on the choir, breasts hanging out, lips all red, nails painted red, purple, blue, green, long like bird claws, all this fake hair, breast implant, toenails painted with little fake diamonds in it. Your toes ain't richer. You're nothing but a prostitute.
Amen.
Yeah, man. Go to church now. Go to church. Got nothing but a singing hoe, a shouting hoe, a organ playing hoe, a choir director hoe. Hey, preacher. If what I just said describe your wife, you're married to a hoe.
Amen.
Am I right, I say? Talk to me.
Yes.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
A man that's a real man don't want his wife out in the street looking like a prostitute.
Oh.
to now exposed in public and jeans all up the backside of your behind, carrying a Bible, going to church. Yes, sir.
I won't be there. See you next time.